That was intense. God damn, who made that royalty-free track? Whoever made that royalty-free track deserves to get their prostate milked. Oh, that I made that. I made that. What's up? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. Notice anything different? You guys notice anything different? Christmas is almost here. Too bad I'm fucking queer. Yeah, guys, look at my background. Look at the backdrop. Look at this. I made this. The fuck's wrong with me? Who would actually sit and make the time to make this out of fake snow? This is buffalo snow. This isn't a drawing. This I made myself too, the Jack Skellington skull, okay? I made that myself, and I made the Oogie Boogie costume, okay? God damn, I'm a creative little bitch. Really, I'm just autistic. It's not like I deserve credit for anything. It's just I need creative outlets, okay? It's actually like I'm debilitatingly creative. And so we end up with stuff like this. Lovers, good evening. I'm glad to be back hanging with you guys. We've got so much UFO well, not UFO, they're drones, okay? And it's the feds, all right? But we've got some drone bull crap to catch up on. I hope that doesn't kill your throbbing boner you just got from seeing me on the screen after a few days of not seeing me. But yeah, I was live on here. I did a live Sunday run day because I didn't do an ice bath this past Sunday. I've been thinking about doing them every week. Someone in my family, I don't know if they were actually asking because they were going to get me one because they are expensive, but they have, these different ice bath things that you can fill up. And I guess the water, I don't know. I have seriously have not looked at all into the at-home ice bath things. Like they have these ones I've seen that it looks like a chest freezer, not one attached to a fridge, but like a standalone freezer, and it gets ice chunks in there. And I've seen these other ones that look like they're more like made of plastic, and they're like octagonal or round shaped, and you kind of just like get in them in the fetal position. I don't know how any of them work or whatever, but someone in my family mentioned that to me because they know I do the ice baths. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess I would use one. I'd fucking just have to buy ice every week. And eventually, I mean, that's going to get expensive. I may as well spend a couple $100s. I mean, I do them all the time now. And I think I really do get some benefit out of them. And it's exhilarating. I feel really, pretty damn good after I get done. It sucks. I will not lie. I fucking hate the cold, and it sucks doing an ice bath, but I feel better afterward. And I have like less sore spots and shit from working out. And you guys, it sounds like, there's a couple people I've told this to, and they seem like they don't believe me. But guys, I got a fucking hernia from coughing. The last time I was sick a few months ago, I know I've said this on here before, but some people, I guess, don't believe me. I mean, whatever. I guess I don't know if hernias are that serious that people are like, oh my God, you didn't go get surgery. But guys, I had a hernia like right near my penis. And, it wasn't super visible, but I had a small one there because I got it while I was sick. I was just coughing my ass off this last time. I don't know what the fuck I got, what strain of whatever the fuck, but I was dying coughing. I mean, it was like torture. It was just so bad. And I got a fucking hernia. And that was, probably less than a month, about a month or so. I don't remember exactly, but probably around a month before I started doing the ice baths. Um, and yeah, and I was freaked out by it, and it didn't really hurt bad, but it felt uncomfortable. It was like, it was annoying, and especially when I would work out, especially doing abs, doing my sit-ups and the shit I do for ab day. I would fucking go up to do a crunch and I just feel it like moving around. It was fucking disgusting. And anyway, it went away. I can only imagine it's from doing the ice baths because every time I did an ice bath, my testicles would go up into my body. My scrotum just like shrinks up like that, all wrinkled, and the testicles basically like disappear, and the penis too. It's still there, but it's very shrunk up. And yeah, I noticed after I don't know how many, it was a couple, after a couple of the ice baths I did, and I only do them like every week, every other week. And after I did a couple ice baths, that shit was gone and it has not come back. So I mean, I don't want to, if you feel like you need to go to the doctor for a bad hernia, don't make me stop you, but anyway, I don't know if that's what stopped it, but it seems logical just because, like I said, the hernia was right there by my testicles and my penis, and all that everything down there just shrinks up inside of your body. At least mine does. So anyway, yeah, I will see if I get a legit like cold plunge thing for Christmas. We'll see. But let me get to the chat page, lovers. We're already getting too long winded. It's a Monday night. I can't be on here late. You guys know the drill. I always say that and then stay on like 3 hours. And before I got on, I saw Piers Morgan has a new he interviewed and has hosted a little debate thing with a few. I think it's one of the Weinsteins, Brett or Eric. I forget which one. I think it's Eric. I really don't remember. I can't. I don't know them differently by name. But anyway, we'll probably gonna take a look at that at 1.5 speed so we can get through it quicker. But yeah, guys, the fucking drone shit. Oh, let me get to the chat. First off, hold on. Let me say hi to everybody, then we'll get started. Junior Coltrane first in here. Holy shit. You're just after my heart, aren't you? Look, the fat pig is my boo, okay? I know he was third. That's okay. It's a Monday, all right? We're all getting in the swing of things. And second and third, yes. Okay, good job, Junior Coltrane. I'm sure you have like 3 other accounts where you could actually be first, second, and third. I don't want to tempt you with doing that, okay? Wright, Pat, is supposedly where they are storing crafts and bodies. Maybe this is ET Part 2, home phone. Maybe Airplane, Willie. And Airplane, I really appreciate it's so funny. I really appreciate you being in here with the airplane knowledge at this around this moment. It was great having you in the chat that night when we were talking about this. And it's just good. I never know sometimes if I just sound like a crazy person ranting on here. And but it's good to be able to bounce stuff off of other people that might actually know something. Stacy, what's up, Stacy? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Cook is in here. What's up, Bob Cook? White Iced Tea. Thank you guys for coming to hang. Fucking Dutch Duke. What's up, Dutch? Lover. What's up, Lover? Promo code Lover. How you doing? How you doing, Promo? What's up, guys? Rainy's up in here. What up, Rainy? Blummels. Thank you guys for coming to hang. I don't know if I don't know what time some of this shit broke today. I think Wright Patterson just closed today, right? That wasn't yesterday. Fucking, did I miss anybody? White Iced Tea. You son of a bitch. You're always in here with some homophobic stuff, and I appreciate it because it just keeps the conversation rolling. Thank you, sir. Um, look, oh, my background, yeah, looks great. I made it myself. I think I already said that. But yeah, check that out. The Spiral Hill. And I even got the little ice crystals on there. Oh yeah, it's Christmas time. I feel shitty. Jingling. Hear them ring. Christmas is so fucking gay. I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna do an album. I don't know if I can stream and do this album, and I might have to save it for next year, like get it done over a whole year. But I'm gonna do at least like I want to say 5 or 6 songs. I definitely have that in me for Christmas stuff, but I'm gonna do like 5 or 6 Christmas parody songs, and that being one of them. I just leaked a little bit. That's not exactly how I have it written either, so that's okay. But yeah, yeah, we're gonna do some. We're gonna do, and it's gonna be called. I don't know if you guys can remember when this was like a thing going around that people would complain about this, the war on Christmas. That's what I'm gonna. It's gonna be an album, and it's basically gonna be a bunch of songs where I'm just shitting on Christmas and kind of making fun of it. And then the album's gonna be called War on Christmas. Dark Match Steve's War on Christmas. Good stuff. Brian from Philly up in here. What's up, dude? Thank you for joining us, sir. We appreciate your company. Um oh, a creative professional would do that, one such as yourself. You're still hung up on the hair. Where did it go? You want to see it? I mean, I have it. I've shown it on stream. No, I didn't have lice. I had an irritated scalp. And on top of everything else, I've been doing a lot of construction. And I'm just like, look, to have dreadlocks, you have to actually, well, if you don't want them to look like shit, you actually have to work on them or pay someone to do that. And I didn't have the time to do it myself or the money slash trust to pay someone else to do it. And really, paying someone else to do it is kind of like defeats the purpose for me almost. There's some things in life that I just have to do myself from the ground up, and I'll even I should probably learn sometimes before I just start going with something. I don't even I start crawling and I go from crawling to running. I don't even learn to walk. That's how I am with things in life. And I just like to do things myself sometimes. And my hair was one of those things. It was like a little art project for me, basically. And I had gone I had them for however, 15 years or so that I was working on them myself. And I didn't want to have someone else mess with them, even though it's just whatever. If you do dreads right, then they look like every other good looking dreadlock. They just look clean and locked up, and solid. But it's like, yeah, I didn't want to be paying someone else to do it. It's fucking stupid. You don't know how many times people would give me a card or whatever, like, oh, my friend does hair, I do hair, and this and that. Like, let me work on them. And then I'm just like, okay, haha, cool, thanks. And I always did it myself. My life is, look, I'm sorry if it disappoints you not having the hair, the dreads, but my life is 100% better without them. I can't say that enough. I can't. It's like running on Sundays is better. Taking a shower is better. Doing an ice bath is better. Work during the day is better. Sleeping. I mean, it'd be pointless. I would just end up, if I were to list you the things that are better after cutting my hair, I would just end up listing everything. It's fucked up how it is like that, but it is. I have more time. Showers are quicker. I just I don't even use shampoo. I use Sasquatch soap in my scalp basically, and then I hit that shit with some vinegar when I get out, apple cider vinegar, and coconut oil. Same with my face and everything. And yeah, I'm good to go. I don't have to, guys. You don't know. It would take more time, and I'd have to have my hair drying up in a fucking towel, wrapped up and stuff. It's just like such a pain in the ass. I was so over it. I miss anybody else that I haven't pointed out yet? Oh, you got a hernia too? If you get a hernia, it means you might be gay. Well, if you get, you know, fucked in the ass and the pressure makes it pop out, maybe that is evidence of being gay. I don't know. I didn't think about that. Did I? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Traveling Fools. What's up, dude? Have I seen you in here? I think the name sounds familiar. What's up? What's up? Thanks for hanging with us, checking out the channel. We're gonna get right to it in a second here. I just like to say hi to everybody in the chat, wherever you're at. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, jump in the chat. I can see you. I got you all in the same spot here, so don't be shy. Jump in there if you want your voice heard. If you want to call me out for cutting my hair or not being as cute as I used to be, or being gay, or I don't know. You want to say you like the hat. You want to compliment the background that I just made for the stream, whatever. Just jump in the chat. And if you're watching later, hit the comments. Okay, guys, we pause. How often did I clean my dreads? I did them at least twice a week. I know a lot of people with dreads don't even wash them that much, but yeah, twice a week. And every time you wash your dreads, you get more loose hair, frizzies and stuff that come loose, and then you have to work on it, and it weighs fucking 10 pounds. And yeah, it sucks washing. Yeah, vinegar. So apple cider vinegar is I don't know. There may or may not be studies on this, but it's good for my skin. My skin fucking loves it. I use that on my face. So, like, if you ever have, it's good for dandruff too. But I haven't had dandruff in a while. But I think it's because I use the apple cider vinegar. I don't know. But yeah, I use fucking apple cider vinegar mixed half and half with water, 50% water, 50% vinegar. And I use that on my face after I get out of the shower. And then once my face dries, it's an astringent and it tightens up all your skin. And then once it's dry and your skin feels like it's just pulled tight and like you don't want to smile too hard, then you put on coconut oil. And that, that keeps everything elastic. Okay. All right. So what the fuck has happened over the weekend? We got Trump talking about it. We got bases shutting down. I think I have audio from that somewhere. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Oh, I can't full screen that. Hold on. I got to pull this up for you. Always a fuss and fight. Oh, yeah.
Justin. Look at this faggot.
Oh. Oh my. I thought this only happened to me, but this has happened to Justin Trudeau. When I'm running on Sunday Run Day in the hood, people do this to me. They just run up to me.
Justin, look at this faggot. Justin.
Oh, that sucks. And you know what? I've been there. I've been there where you're running and you're so fucking winded, and someone says something to you and you're just like, whatever, and you keep running, and you try to be nice, but you're so out of breath, and you're just like, you can't really think as quickly. So you just like, there you go. Oh fuck.
Justin, look at this faggot.
Oh, he didn't even know. He just didn't know what the fuck to say. Oh, you're using StreamYard. Cool beans. Yeah. No, StreamYard is if you're just starting streaming, or if you're just someone that's basically a couple notches above being actually mentally disabled like I am, then StreamYard is the right streaming site for you. This is like so user friendly. I swear my cat could do a stream. I mean, this is just like anyway. Um you can run down the stairs, but that's where you stop. Yeah. Oh god. Running's good for you. You gotta get that heart rate up. Make sure everything's flowing properly and you won't have a heart attack in your sleep. At least that's why I do it. All right. Okay, enough of Justin Trudeau. That's pretty funny though. I like that. I like that. I like the hustle. Okay, let's check out the Air Force. Okay. So, air traffic controllers at Wright Patterson Air Force Base had to temporarily shut down due to unauthorized drone activity in the area. Sorry. Listen as aircraft controllers at Wright Patterson Air Force Base in Greene County, Ohio, used an urgent warning to military aircraft after the base was forced to temporarily shut down its runways and airspace due to unauthorized drone activity. The incident, which posed a significant safety and security concern, began late Friday night and continued for about 4 hours into early Saturday morning. Damn. Base officials are investigating the breach, emphasizing the potential risks such incidents pose to both military operations and public safety. This marks one of the latest challenges in addressing the growing issue of unauthorized drone activity near sensitive installations. I wonder if so we've been talking about it, and like I said, the guy Trump canceled his Bedminster trip. Yeah, I heard that too. Um what was I going to say? Hold on one second. Oh yeah, so I don't know what it's funny, if they were, I feel like these drones are perfectly skirting the law. They're riding the line of this gray area of where you're allowed to fly these fucking drones or something. I mean, it sounds to me like, for the most part, at least I haven't caught up that much, but the night that I did, the 2 nights I streamed about the drones last week, it seemed like they are pretty much staying in legal airspace for them, and to shoot one of these down would actually. Oh, Sniz, what's up, Sniz? AZ's up in here too. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming to hang. Yeah, it seems like they're staying in a NATO Defense Innovation Accelerator for the North Atlantic program. You're saying that's what this is? That's what the drones are? AZ? Yeah, I know. Um, no, but that's the thing, though. I think the majority of these, we'll check this out, and if this is true, again, these could be different drones. This is Ohio, but it could be a different group or whatever. I don't know, but what most of what we were hearing last week was them saying, "Oh, well, they're not in restricted airspace. They're just like they fly near restricted airspace and then they're also flying above what they were calling sensitive air what was the term they used? Something like that, like important infrastructure and sensitive areas, but it seemed as though, guys, I mean, if they were in illegal airspace, they would have shot 100 of these fucking things down by now. Um, yeah, it's under the DoD, so don't file flight plans with FAA, don't share info with FBI, etc. Okay. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw a clip of that where it said approach any of these drones requires a hazmat suit and they're spraying something unknown. Oh, well, I don't know about spraying something, but I did see that they were saying to approach him in a hazmat suit if you do. Oh, you think that's why they won't shoot him down is because they don't want to release whatever shit that they're spraying all in one spot? That could be it. All right, let's get to this. We'll go through this deal and probably look at the Piers Morgan thing and see if there's anything interesting. One of the Weinstein brothers was on Piers Morgan along with two or three other people on a panel discussing the situation. So we probably are going to take a look at that.
100 feet, about 7 miles southwest Patterson Tower, med flight 8. 1,900 feet, about 7 miles southwest of the field, like transition your Delta northeast mountain. Med Flight 8 Patterson Tower, use extreme caution for heavy UAS movement on the base. Security forces is handling the situation. Suggest at or above 1,700 AGL. That we will maintain 2,000 on our transition for Med Flight 8. And I gotta keep the lights down so that security forces can see. Roger that, no problem. Position approved, sir. Approved, Med Flight 8. Med Flight 8 Tower.
Hold on, we got a scam call. Hello? Hello? Oh, come on, guys. I haven't answered them all day. They get me on the phone and then they hang up. Losers. Hopefully they call back. I'd love to chat with them today. It's been, like I said, I've had them cut off all day. I at least normally take like one or two during the day just to have a little fun. Okay. All right, Airplane Willie, are you translating for us? What the fuck are they even saying? NATO Diana recently awarded contracts to Drone Tag, a tech company that tricks out drone tech and is contracted with Archer Aviation. Can I ask AZ what I'm not doubting what you're saying is true that that it's okay. Let me look up. Ow. Ooh, my back. My back's a aching. Oh. Um. Okay, so yeah, fucking December of last year, drone tag accepted to Diana program by NATO. So yeah, what makes you think that this is their drones, AZ? Yeah, yeah. Let me pull this up. Let me or I'll share it for you guys. Let's see. Uh-oh, yeah, that's not good. One or both of these flights in this clip are medical helicopters, which I thought of today. Grandpa or grandma or mom or dad need to get to the hospital quick, and now they have to fly around. Ouchie, Fauci. Um, okay. Drone tag accepted to Diana program by NATO. We take immense pride in being chosen as one of the select companies from a pool of 1,300 applicants for the prestigious Defense Innovation Accelerator for the North Atlantic, spearheaded by NATO. The recognition marks a significant milestone for drone tag, affirming our dedication to innovation in the realm of unmanned aircraft systems. Drone tag is set to receive crucial funding to advance our cutting edge technology specifically designed for enhancing safety and efficiency in the European airspace. While Diana operates under the auspices of NATO, it's important to underscore that our technological innovations are geared towards civilian application. Rest assured, our commitments lies in ensuring the widespread and positive impact of our advancements in both military and civilian spheres. So it says European airspace, but I assume, I mean, if it's NATO, they could be flying them over here. Is that what we're thinking? Yeah, why do you that's what I was like, why do you think it's specific? I do see this, and I'm just wondering why you think specifically that it's these drones. I guess you're just we're I was under the impression with everything that we know so far, the way everybody's acting, that Kirby guy is talking and stuff, these seem the whole situation just seems like a government operation. The fact that they haven't shot any down and everybody's fucking freaking out and pretending that they don't know anything. They're saying they can't track them or do fucking anything, which is complete bullshit. Talking about flying helicopters over them, and we got scared, so we flew the helicopter away and let the drone take off wherever it wanted to go. Instead of flying our own drone, chasing after these and just follow them where they're going or whatever. No, we flew a helicopter out there and then just flew it back. And we don't know anything now. All right, we'll see you later, Rainey. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging with us. Um, Stagecraft Productions. I have a link for you, but it's censored. Give me a wrench for 30 seconds to post, then take it back. Too good to miss. How do I even give you a wrench? I don't know what. You're talking make you a moderator so you can post a link? Can you send it to direct message me on Twitter or send it to me there? I literally don't know how to even make someone a moderator. That's part of the I haven't I haven't looked it up. I know it's probably easy. Um Right click on the name. How do I do that with how do I do that with the fucking with the pad? Holy guys, this is what I'm telling you guys. Look, I'm using StreamYard, and I'm actually so stupid. I don't know how to I don't know how to do anything on here, but I still know how to do StreamYard. So that is a ringing endorsement. If you are anywhere near as stupid as me, you can also use StreamYard and stream. Send it to my, I'm sorry. I don't, number one, I don't know how to make someone a mod. What do I have to do? Go to my actual YouTube channel to do that? I think that's what I have to do. You're going to make me get off of StreamYard? Yeah, so on StreamYard, when I click the three dots, it just says delete comment, put user in timeout, or ban and delete their comments. Which I didn't even know I could do that through StreamYard here, so that's good to know, Junior Coltrane. Just send it to me on my Twitter or my Instagram. I'm Dark Match Steve everywhere. Just send it to me through there so I can, I don't want to just have links put in my chat and stuff. I'm whatever. I don't know if my email is listed anywhere. I got made a mod in some other streams too. There's been random nights that I've gone on YouTube and I'll some fucking channel you don't have that restricted broadcast computer for radio stations? What the hell? You think it's a bot? Yeah, well, I don't know if it's a bot, but it's suspicious. Someone just come in here and ask me to make them a mod so they can post a link that I don't know. All right. We're moving on. Anyway. Okay, this is kind of repeating itself, this fucking article. As proponents of distributive technology, we are steadfast in our mission to contribute to a further future where unmanned aircraft systems play a vital, pivotal role in shaping a peaceful and progressive, landscape. That sounds too good to be true. It sounds like violence. The upcoming workshop, scheduled to unfold in the vibrant city of Tallinn, Estonia, are eagerly anticipated by our team. These workshops provide, okay, so it's all just like whatever. These companies receive grants for technological access to 10 accelerators across the alliance, with additional ones planned for the future. Test centers. +90 mentoring from a diverse group, including scientists, engineers, connected to investor networks, opportunities, showcase technology, pathways to enter the market with NATO Enterprise 31 allied markets. So you get to sell all these different allies some, bomb carrying drones. Good for you guys. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to Twitter here. I'll pull up Trump's deal. Oh wait, we're not through this video yet. Let me see what else they got in this audio, and we'll get to Trump, and I think I had a couple more things saved, and then we'll look at Piers Morgan.
From my flight 8.
Hey, sir, you're still approved through our Class Delta. After you leave, Columbus is going to sterilize the Class Delta as of 0330 Zulu. Patterson Class Delta is closed after your transition.
I'm sorry about that. You got stepped on by other traffic. Can you say again?
Yes, sir. Your transition is still approved. However, Patterson Class Delta is sterilized as of 0330 Zulu for heavy unknown UAS activity. Security Forces is handling it.
So sterilized, they just mean like sterilized, they just mean they're not letting them go.
And Columbus is going to sterilize the airspace after you leave the Delta.
Yeah, sterilize the airspace so no one's okay.
Roger that, no problem. Thank you.
All aircraft use extreme caution. Patterson Class Delta is now closed for heavy UAS activity.
Well, there it is. That's fucking nuts. It's happening. The aliens are taking over. Kiss my sweet ass goodbye. Oh boy. Yeah, guys. I'm sick of this story because it's just so slow moving. Every day there's a new video, a new thing that comes out, and it's just like, oh wow, look at this. It goes across social media, some new footage, or fucking that Kirby fuckboy from the DOD or DOJ, whatever the fuck, Pentagon, going, guys, it's nothing. And then we have a footage from a mayor, a new one every day, going, look, this stuff is freaking us out, and they don't know anything. The feds won't tell us anything, and da-da-da. No one knows anything. It's just like every day there's new video of someone going, we don't know. Oh my God. Look, there's another one. What is it? I have no idea. Do you know? No, I don't either. Let's both just shut the fuck up already. Every day. We're getting no. There's footage of like some of them like or something shot down. I know I saved that somewhere. All right, let me pull up Trump and we'll get to the rest of the drones. God damn, Twitter. You are lit today. David Swenson. What's up, family? Thanks for checking out the stream. You think it's China? I think it's Israel. I think it's Israel. No, that's funny. Sterilized. The entire New Jersey sky is sterilized in that case. What did Trump have to say about it? These drones are incredible drones. Probably the best drones we've ever seen, okay? They're great drones. I've always been pro drone. These are the best ones.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening.
Oh, that's right. He said Biden knows. I saw someone say that somewhere, that Trump said Biden knows what's up, and they're just not telling us.
Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster. Want to know the truth. They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster.
I love how he just fucking talks over him. That's funny. That's a really good power move. Just talk right over him. I mean that too. I'm not being facetious. It's funny.
I've decided to
just they're trying to ask another question. I've decided not to go. Yes, I won't be going because it's making me too uncomfortable. They're right over Bedminster. It's the best golf course.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
Have you been?
Oh, so he knows too. Trump knows, and he's not telling us. He's like, look, I'm not telling you, but neither is Biden, okay? And he's the actual president. He should be telling you. I would be telling you. But I'm not the president. Not yet. Very soon. Very soon. And we're very happy. What the fuck? I won't comment on that. Have you been briefed? Of course. Oh my God. Trump knows too. Trump knows. Guys, he knows.
Late, that blasted. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster. Want to know the truth? They're very close to Bedminster. Maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
He just talks right over him. Oh God. Oh, that's so funny.
Received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
Have you been?
That's a yes, by the way, right? Are we all agreeing that that's a yes? Does everyone in my chat agree that that's a yes? Trump knows what's going on with the drones and he won't tell us? Oh fuck. These drones are probably from Israel though, all kidding aside. And that's okay. They have the best drones and that's all right. These are Iron Dome drones. Okay. Yeah, see here's okay, I don't know if that is true. There's some posts claiming that the NYPD got a downed drone and it's a BlackRock drone. Let me just pull this up again. Full disclosure, I don't know if this is true. I scrolled past. Oh God damn it! Why did I click that? Oh my God, guys, where are we? Okay, here we are. All right, yeah, I don't know. We got an AI overview over here and a picture. I don't know about this one, guys. That's a big boy. Then used a jet. Hold on a second. What is this? Hold on. Emoji. What the hell? Heavy transport decarbonization startup Emoji raises 139 million. New York based. It's a New York based company. Ammonia-based, emissions-free, high-energy density power solutions. Let me just bring this up so you guys can see what I'm looking at for a minute here. I don't know. How are people tying this to the drones? Hybrid fuel cell system to power electric motors. Okay, so I guess that makes sense. First commercial offering 2024, and on its website states that it aims to reduce more than 5 billion metric tons of CO2 emissions by 2040. New funding will enable the company to continue organizational developments to support commercialization as well as begin manufacturing of its ammonia to power technology and bring its first product to market next year. Okay. Okay. Where was it? All right. Am I missing something, guys? Why are they calling this a BlackRock drone? Oh, so okay. Well, this tweet is saying it belongs to Emoji. Okay. Where I'd love to see on the drone how this is verified. Looks like a homemade drone. Yeah, I know. Aren't these small plane things? These are like several $1,000s, right? Huh. Oh, the cover. Okay, so these people are saying that the reason there's wires exposed is because it broke from the fall. Anyway, that's fucking weird. If that's actually okay, we can't know from this tweet. It'd be nice if I need a real call-in line. Fuck that. People bothering me every fucking night. What do you want to call in? I can look, guys. If anybody, well, no, you know what? Tonight's not the night to do call-ins. God damn it. Tampa Terry got me Friday. That was good. I love Tampa Terry's call. If anybody else is surrounded by wolves in the middle of Canada, please call into my show. Have you guys seen this clip? The cop is supposedly this is the state police saying that the drones don't have a heat signature or anything and they're hard to track.
The department says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones. Why do you think that is?
We don't know. It's just something that we haven't, it's not something that we've had our hands on. It's not something that we've experienced.
Something they hadn't experienced until now. The department says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones.
Like, who put this clip up? Really? You put up 5 seconds? You can't give us any more context beyond that? Nobody likes that. Reels are short enough, like 60 seconds. Come on, just give us a minute. Give us something. This is from InfoWars. This is video from 1953, supposedly.
I mean, look at this footage from 1953. I mean, that's real footage. I mean, look at that.
Oh yeah, that's incredible. That is the drone swarm, and it's interesting because that's the UFO swarm right there. And what they're doing with the drones is reenacting this idea and putting it over people who, we understand that it's drone technology, but the genuine UFOs and the way that they act and they operate, there is crossover. Because if you look at some of the stories out of New Jersey, you will see people saying, I missed time.
Look at this fucking guy. This guy definitely got abducted.
When these things showed up, there was a couple who came forward and were talking to a news station there, and they said, suddenly we had all this electronic failure. So there's an effect outside of the development process of the UFO file when they re-engineer it, and I call the effect apothium, and it creates a reality distortion effect, which is one of the reasons for the high level of secrecy around this stuff. Yes, exactly. And if you go, you can track through the history. They had a huge swarm over the White House in 1952. That's how far back we're going with this. One of the things that changed in the policy right around the 50s was something called the Kinross incident, because they started to see the UFOs merge together on radar and take off. Before, they had never seen that. So it went into a whole different level of classification. And it's very interesting because that level of classification...
Funny face. Yeah, good question. When did Guy Fieri dye his hair and also get AIDS? Because he's about 100 pounds lighter than Guy Fieri. He looks like Robert Downey in Natural Born Killers. He looks like he has Down syndrome.
Created a group called X-Protect. They are the ones who have designed the misinformation programs and stonewalled the public for 70 years on this.
I mean, look at this.
He looks like he wants to be Wolverine.
Footage from 1953. I mean, that's real footage. I mean, look at that.
Oh yeah, that's incredible. That is the drone swarm, and it's interesting because that's the UFO swarm right there. And what they're doing with the drones is reenacting this idea and putting it over people who, we understand that it's drone technology, but the genuine UFOs and the way that they act and they operate, there is crossover. Because if you look at some of the stories out of New Jersey, you will see people saying, I missed time when these things showed up. There was a couple who came forward and were talking to a news station there, and they said, suddenly we had all this electronic failure. So there's an effect outside of the development process of the UFO file when they re-engineer it.
I don't think, guys, okay, when they're talking about he's got Robert Downey syndrome. Yes, yeah, thank you. You completed the joke. No, that's good. I'm sorry. I don't buy any of this UFO fucking whatever. Again, I will, when I see something that is flying in a way that is nearly inconceivable for anything near what we have access to in terms of technological advancements in flight, okay? Unless I see something incredible that's inexplicable, I'm not going to start jumping to, UFO, alien, whatever. Guys, if it's just a light flying in the sky and it's not defying the laws of physics or something, I mean, it's a fucking drone pretty much. They're fast as fuck now. They fly pretty fast. The thing that I saw when I was out camping, the UFO story that I've talked about on here a couple times, that thing moved like I've never seen anything in my life before, since. And there's actually nothing that I can think of that would explain that, what I saw. These videos are like, they basically, there's, here and there's one that it looks like a plane and it almost like flies like a plane. But then you see a bunch of these others where it seems like a swarm of them and they're not really moving like planes, but they're not moving like something inexplicable. So I don't know. I need more. I'm sorry. I like InfoWars sometimes, but I'm going to need more than two people came forward and said they lost track of time and their electronics failed. That's, that doesn't mean we got aliens.
And
I'm sorry to be the one to say it. You know, I would love to say this is aliens. It's not. This is the feds.
I call the effect apotheum, and it creates a reality distortion effect, which is one of the reasons for the high level of secrecy around this stuff. You know, when they get around it and they say, well, torsion physics makes nuclear explosions look like a firecracker. This is the nature of the technology. That type of physics warps reality. And that's why when you have around the UFO file, you have a number of unusual things. When people are abducted, they go through things, you know, they disappear out of their car and then are placed back in their car. 8 hours go by and they don't know where they've been. All those types of things are all reality distortion effects. That's why they have to get such highly trained individuals to even work with the things that they recover. So now I think what they're trying to do, and I think one of the craft that they redeveloped, I actually put it in my X thread, which is the Calvin UFO, which is a photo that they suppressed from 1990. And they finally let this thing out. But I think that it shows their version of trying to control these massive ships and what the way that they're trying to do it. And they want to make sure they can do it without this apotheum effect overflowing and creating all these physics disturbances. Because what happens is whenever you see a UFO showing up in these various areas, you get blackouts, you get people missing time, you get things disappearing, you get animals disappearing. I mean, all these unusual things show up. And then if one of these craft ever land, one of the odd effects that takes place is nothing ever grows there again. So, you know, we have to realize that we're looking at a totally different level of technology to start with. This is incredible. So this was a shot taken by a witness of a craft that was, as you can see, about 4 times larger.
What the fuck?
Than plane, and it was accompanied and it was moving at incredible speeds, and the plane was trying to keep up with it. What they did was they suppressed this picture from 1990, and it went underground for 30 years. It got re-released in 2022. And it's one of the best photos of a plane either accompanying or chasing UFO. What I got into detail about it, and I got the negative of this picture, by the way, it's very interesting. But what I got and what I heard about the witnesses and the story behind it is that this was actually a test, the Calvin UFO. And what they were doing is we had this craft, and it was in pretty good shape, and they decided to try and fly it, and they had problems with it. And you see a plane accompanying it. It's not actually chasing it. It's keeping up with it and trying to sort of guide it as it goes along, because what they've had trouble with from this whole period is when they've redeveloped the craft, it has this apotheum effect, which is highly unpredictable. And so when we get into those situations where we're redeveloping it, sometimes they have to show it publicly, which is what I think the Phoenix Lights was in 1997. Part of the technology that...
Okay, yeah, I'm glad other people are saying it in the chat. I'm suspicious of this photo too, guys. I don't fucking know. I don't know about this. What kind of picture house? Sorry, I went off stream because I was smoking something. Anyway, I don't fucking know, but how slow are they going that the photo looks that clear? And it said the photo was like, what did they say? Made public in the 90s and then it disappeared. Does that even really happen? I can't trust this fucking Wolverine looking motherfucker.
That they need to roll out is, we call it the breakaway tech. This is the nature of the thing. It's X technology inside the UFO file. So, for example, the things that Tesla developed, and there were other things that Einstein developed and others were referred to. A lot of this is referred to later if you look at people like President Trump when he was giving.
Can I just say also, I hate to be the one, but you're at InfoWars. Why do I have a better background than you, sir? What kind of budget does InfoWars have? I mean, I know they're like $5 billion in debt because of Sandy Hook, but I mean, guys, let's compare backgrounds here. I don't want to I don't want to brag, but we've got this guy. We've got his background. Is this a green screen or are you in your fucking garage? And then we got my background. Whimsical, fun, artistic, creative. What are we doing, InfoWars? Get it together. We need better backgrounds.
Briefings when he was president in his first term, he would say, we have planes that can go invisible. And then they would say, oh, no, that's not true. He didn't mean that, whatever. No, he did. They do have invisibility. And this is the nature of using that technology. So that part was developed early on in Einstein and Tesla. Both of them were involved in it. They used the Tesla technology in Einstein.
Okay, Junior Coltrane, thank you. What's with the camera and the dumb book? Exactly. What are we what message is he sending here? What the fuck book is this? This is a birthday card or something. This isn't even a book. It's a Yellow Brick Road Wizard of Oz birthday card that says there's no place like home and a Canon camera. This guy needs to stop smoking crack.
invisibility. And this is the nature of using that technology. So that part was developed early on, and Einstein and Tesla, both of them were involved in it. They used the Tesla technology, and Einstein was, of course, deep inside that. The invisibility technology is interesting because you see things about the drones disappearing. So I believe that it's a test of that. They say the F-15s have invisibility technology on board, but it's unstable. It's not fully worked out on our side. There was a guy who came forward, Colonel Philip Corso, who said that the things that we developed on the inside, which were some of the fastest manned space planes, were all about chasing UFOs. So X-15s and these planes were all developed for that specific purpose. And it's very interesting if you go back and look at it in the history side of it. Gorbachev, actually the former leader of the Soviet Union, came here to New York and that was in 2013. And he talked all about how Reagan took him aside during their meeting in Reykjavik and said, we need to create and develop this whole SDI block against this UFO threat. Will you help us if they attack us? And then he went on record with that. Everyone in the room was freaked out when he said it, but it's on record and we know that it's true.
Please go to thealexjonesstore.com. I'm so glad this is back. Optimal Human is the strongest, best superfood.
Oh my God, I have this sped up. That guy, Jesus Christ.
And it's back in stock discounted at thealexjonesstore.com. It just came back in yesterday. Also, Ultimate Turmeric Formula, concentrated gummies. The strongest, highest.
Guys, just cook with turmeric. Come on, guys. Just cook. All you have to do is cook for yourself and add this stuff. You don't have to buy gummies. Come on, guys. Just cook like an adult.
Limited edition, 2025. Alex Jones, InfoWars calendar. It's fun. Folks, be able to come up with this.
Oh, that kind of looks cool, actually. I need a calendar.
It's the InfoWar. It's all there at thealexjonesstore.com, and you build the Patriot economy.
All we got is ads. That's all we got left here is ads. Okay, let's get out of here. Philip Corso is a known CIA asset. Is that who that guy was? Who are you talking about? I wasn't paying attention. No, yeah, the calendar looked all right. You don't need the supplements. Just go buy some fucking spices. Oh yeah, he talked about him. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought after yeah. Someone would have. Oh God. Okay, let's move on. Stephen Greer says it's a psyop. God, I had so much shit saved. Where is the one? Okay, is this actually?
No way.
Is this actually a drone? Can you guys see this? Okay, fuck. All right. Is this actually a drone?
No way.
It looks like a plane.
No way. Yo. No way. You got good footage? Good footage? Oh, they fucking. This shit fucking crashed. Yo.
Hold the.
Yo.
Yeah, okay. That's funny. We got the fact check down there. This is, in fact, a plane crash. That's what I was going to say. It just looks like a plane. We got a scam call, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Let's see if we can talk to him for a second. Hello? Hello? Yeah, so let me Jeff Cron, good evening, sir. Thanks for hanging with us. Some military drones look like planes though. Yeah. So that's what I was going to say. The fucking the fact check, this is in fact a plane. So that looks like a plane, but look at the size of it though. Hold up. Let me bring it up bigger. Or what? Yeah, I already. It's as big as it's going to get. But if you look at the size of it, like this looks like it could be a drone plane though. Right? I mean, I don't know. I guess Airplane Willie might be able to tell us something, but this doesn't look like. I mean, does it really look like a person could be inside of it? It's like it looks like the same size as a car. That does not look big at all. This looks like the length of like 1.5 cars, and it's really short. I guess someone could fit in there, but that's really small. That's like it seems small enough that it could be a drone, maybe like a big one.
No way.
See how small it is?
Yo. No way.
Zoom back in, you fuck.
No way. Yo. No way. You got good footage? Good footage?
Bro, that looks like the same size as one of these fucking SUVs. It looks like it's barely longer than an SUV. Oh, so, are your messages? Hold on. Yeah, that doesn't look like any plane you've seen. I was looking at the video. I asked you something. I'm not going to ignore you in chat, bastard. No, bro. So I don't fucking know. It looks a little funny to just be a plane, but I don't know shit. No, your messages aren't going into outer space. Oh, not malfunctions. There are like 4 to 5 manufacturers these days of planes. Isn't that hard to identify anymore? Technically, yeah, me too. I don't know who my father is. Bro, that does look like a small drone or something.
No way. Yo. No way. You got good footage? Good footage? Oh,
They bugging. You're the only one bugging, bruh. Has everybody seen that on Twitter already? That was like Friday that came out.
Going to happen next. So let's start it off with Dr. Stephen Greer. Welcome. And what's going on with these drones? Everybody wants to get your opinion.
Well, some backstory on that.
Okay, so anybody that doesn't know, this is Dr. Stephen Greer. This guy was, he may have been a few times, but he's been a guest on Joe Rogan's podcast. This guy does have some interesting stuff. Well, the first time he was on Rogan's podcast, and I don't know whatever happened with this thing. I think they identified this little body as something, terrestrial, something from Earth, some kind. But he went on. Dr. Stephen Greer went on Rogan's podcast, and one of the things, one of the crazy things he had was pictures. They had recovered some small body that was like, I don't know if it. I think he said some farmer found it, but it was like an alien body. It was like 6 inches tall, like a little guy. And it looked sort of like the pictures of this thing or video that we saw. It looked like almost like a gray alien or something, but like really small. And he talked about UFO stuff, and he has some kind of organization or whatever the fuck that they'll actually take people out to see UFOs, and they can. If I'm not mistaken, he was talking about something that they do that you have to it's like some like mix of psychic phenomena that the fucking like basically channel these UFOs. He has videos of them, these lights that appear over the horizon and stuff, and they'll shine lasers at him. And he takes people out to like go see these UFOs, and they can pretty much reliably get them to come say hello. And I don't know, it's intriguing. I don't know if this guy is legit or whatever. But the funny thing is, let me just say, bringing this all back, around to my experience that I had when I was vectoring. Is that Dutch Duke? What's up, bro? Yeah, I think that's the term he used, something like that, right? That's definitely a plane. That the footage we were looking at before. Okay, New York Highway. It's that plane. Okay. Observer Ranch, Adam Wiley over on the Twitter. Oh yeah, and I saw. Thank you for the repost too, sir. I appreciate it. Please, yeah, anybody wherever the fuck you're watching, if you could please hit the like and subscribe button, that does help a lot. Us small creators are out here struggling with these algorithms. And please check out. I got all kinds of shit on my besides streaming. I do other shit on my channel too. I got some parody songs and different videos and shit. So please go check it out. And anyone interested too, by the way, I know some people do like to throw a few dollars my way, slip a few into my tight little thong. It's like 2 sizes too small. And if you want to try to slip some dollars into there, you can do that at PayPal. I'm Dark Match on PayPal, DARKMATCH, and on Venmo, I'm Dark Match Steve. So and fucking Keith Yaher, thank you, sir. I really do appreciate you throwing money my way the other night. I really do. Oh, Tina, what's up? Good evening, Bubba Army Mom. Thanks for hanging with us.
These all began some months ago after a team of high-level black site defectors decided that they would come forward between now and early January with all the evidence and information from 6 different black sites that have been involved in shooting down the ET craft, the reverse engineering of them, the ET bodies, and the man-made, what they call ATs, which is advanced technology, which are the man-made UFOs, which are most of what people see. Now, of course, the covert transnational corrupt organization running covert UFO UAP programs knows this. And of course, they can monitor everything with or without an encrypted block. And they are now launching what we had predicted in the late 1990s, and that is a series of diversionary false flag events to confuse the public and the politicians and the Pentagon as to what these UAPs are. So the whole launch of the drones that you're seeing in the United Kingdom, those started after I got back to the United Kingdom, providing briefings to the senior leadership of that country about this emerging disclosure that will be the biggest event in modern human history. Frankly, the people coming forward are not secondhand or even minor firsthand. These are operators assigned to special forces who've now risen up to a senior position at these key black sites, and they will be unmasked. They will be named, they will have the evidence, they will have the proof, and that's all happening in the next 30 days or so. I am telling you this because it is imminent. It's why I've been on a tour all over the world, meeting with senior officials in the U.S. government, the incoming administration, the current leaders in the House and the Senate. In fact, I just got back from Washington last night. So that is what is happening. The drones are a predictable launch of a diversionary and a confusing event. They're certainly not extraterrestrial or NHI. The pop culture now is non-human intelligence term, NHI craft. It's clear that they're able to have assets that are ground-based or in STIFs, subterranean facilities, or what some people call DUMBs, deep underground military bases, where they can launch these sort of objects and create all kinds of confusion and alarm and panic. This is now breaking all into the mainstream news, just as this group is pivoting to disclose the facts and the real information. So this is a PSYOP, psychological warfare operation. We predicted it. We've been predicting it for 25 years. If you read my paper that I wrote in 1999, it's on our website, drstephengreer.com, and it states very pointedly that the actors who are keeping the secret will take the momentum of disclosure and try to turn it into an alien invasion scenario, a good versus bad alien scenario, a way to keep war running all over the world, and also aggrandize the military industrial complex with trillions of dollars in new spending to create a countermeasure to the alien threat. So we know this was the plan that was hatched in 1953 or so at the CIA. We have documents to that effect, and that it would only take place because there had been a long-term, multi-decade psychological warfare operation that began in the late in 50s in earnest with the man-made UFOs, and then later where they were using altered humans, and then in the, later robotic aliens to abduct humans and to instigate terrorizing events like mutilations. And on occasion where they placed these man-made UFOs over developing world villages and blown up the whole village and killed dozens of people. Now we have people on the inside who know all this. And so now the incoming president doesn't know this, the Congress doesn't know this, and 99.9% of the Pentagon don't know it, but this is what's going to be coming out in part. And the very granular details of what this defection group is going to put out there, we don't know, but it will absolutely be just positive proof. But also the fact that they've agreed to unmask themselves, meaning they'll be named, is news. I just learned that a couple of weeks ago when the leader of that group met with me at my place in Washington, D.C. So we'll see what happens if they don't get scrubbed. I mean, if they're not assassinated between now and then, this is what's coming out. And I'm making...
What the fuck? Is this guy for real? I have not kept up with him since like 10 years ago when he went on fucking Rogan's podcast. What the fuck?
In an attempt, I sort of joke, I've become the cosmic Paul Revere, going around trying to give a heads up to leaders around the world about this.
You know, exactly. Busy times right now, and it's crazy what's going on in the major media on how they're putting it out there. We don't know what these things are, but don't worry about it. They don't mean us any harm. And some of these
nonsense. We know what they are, and we know why they're there. Now, the press conference at the Pentagon today, there was a young woman who was saying, well, blah, blah. And
so what he is saying, there's a group of people that are going to disclose all of this in 30 days.
I think, honestly, now people say, well, she's lying. She's not lying. Look, I've been briefing people at the level of 3-star generals and CIA directors for 31 years this week when I first briefed the director of the CIA, who knew nothing about this issue. They were lying to him. So people make this big mistake, and they think that because you're in the U.S. government or the CIA or DOD, Department of Defense, that you know all about this and everyone's in this big conspiracy keeping it secret. No, 99.9% of everyone in the U.S. government, particularly our political leaders, know virtually nothing about this subject. And what they do know is 9 parts disinformation, false information, and maybe 1 part information. And that's true of the House Oversight Committee, the Senate Intelligence Committee, the Armed Services Committee, because I know that when we have gone up there and provided, you know, like the last meeting I had up there about a month ago, I had a senior official from Great Britain and the head of the Special Forces unit that is going to be assigned to law enforcement, not the defector, and then our whistleblower, the Marine, Michael Herrera.
Yes, Nizzle. That's what I'm saying. How do we know this fucking guy isn't part of the PSYOP?
Going to happen next. So let's start it off with.
Okay, let me close those out. Let me pull up the Piers Morgan deal because I did want to watch that. I saw that before I got on here. Let me screen share this. All right, so this is the deal. Why is this audio not working? Oh, I got it muted still? Okay.
Government knows what is happening. Our military knows where they took off from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense.
When President Trump says they know, you can be assured that they know. Right. And they're not saying it. This is historic. What that means is there's got to be a cover-up. There's got to be information from the Defense Department that we need to know.
Another week, another big victory for President Trump. This time ABC.
Okay. Just getting through. We'll go back to 1.5.
News and George Stephanopoulos have eaten dust. The network will pay $15 million to settle a defamation suit over this interview with Congresswoman Nancy Mace.
I'm asking you a very simple question.
And I answered it. You're shaming me for my political choices.
I'm asking you a question about why you endorse someone who's been found liable for rape.
It was not a criminal court. This was a civil court. It was a civil court. And by the way, she joked about the judgment and what she was going to do with all that money. I find that offensive.
I'm asking you
but
about
as a rape victim, who's been shamed for years now because of her rape. You're trying to shame me again by asking me this political question.
You've repeated that again.
I think it's offensive.
Well, it turned out it was actually Stephanopoulos who was doing the repeating again and again. He claimed falsely that Trump was found liable for rape. For that, a brick in the future Trump presidential library will have George Stephanopoulos and ABC News etched into it. Now, lawyers for Trump and two of his high-profile cabinet picks, Pete Hegseth and Kash Patel, or one of the false claims about them could face a similar fate. In a similar reversal of spirits, a flurry of tech titans, including Amazon and Meta, are shelling out big bucks for Trump's inauguration fund. Today, the president-elect is unveiling plans to slash corporate tax and regulations in a day-one plan to turn around the economy. He's also accusing outgoing President Biden of selling off sections of the border wall to deliberately harm his immigration-cutting plans.
Now, we ordered an additional 200 miles of wall. It's very expensive. And now it's about double the price of what it would have been 6 years ago. And the administration is trying to sell it for 5 cents on the dollar, knowing that we're getting ready to put it up. And what they're doing is really an act. It's almost a criminal act.
In a moment, we'll debate the tidal wave of knee-bending and ring-kissing, as well as Trump's announcement that the golden age of America has begun. But we begin with the escalating mystery of unidentified drones spotted over New Jersey and the East Coast. Dozens of sightings over the past month have sparked alarm and consternation. Incoming President Trump said this weekend, can this really be happening without our government's knowledge? I don't think so. Let the public know and now, otherwise shoot them down. Well, joining me now is the New Jersey State Senator, John Bramnick. Senator, thank you very much indeed for joining me. It's all very bizarre. I have to say, looking at this situation from across the pond, we're all thinking, what on earth is happening in America with these drones? And why is nobody saying?
Well, it started with some questions. Then it became humorous. And then what happened was the size of these drones, the locations of these drones started to make people pretty nervous. And then what you've seen recently, which is amazing, more bipartisanship than I've ever seen in the history of America. You've got Schumer and Trump on the same page. You have Governor Christie and Governor Murphy in New Jersey, Democrats and Republicans, all calling for the same answers from the government. This is historic. What that means is there's got to be a cover-up. There's got to be information from the Defense Department that we need to know. And now the Defense Department is not going to have any choice because both sides of the aisle are demanding answers. So either the defense.
It's funny, guys, because it really is. This is a weird situation. So, like, there's probably many ways you can look at it, but if you take various theories on this, so there are people, and people have expressed this in my chat tonight. And it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's, outlandish to think this, but people are throwing out the idea that these things, look, they're spraying stuff and they're flying near sensitive areas, and we think that they're spraying shit, and that's why they can't shoot them and whatever the fuck. And something needs to be done about it, okay? And fuck, man, they're freaking us out, and whatever. And that's. That's got to be the government or some fucking, deep state bullshit that's going on with that they're spraying us or something. So we have to do something to stop this. But then there's like people on the sort of like this, if you could say they're on a spectrum, it would be the other side of the spectrum that are like, oh, this is a complete psyop thing that they're flying these things around and scaring people by doing that. And so people are actually going to call for regulation, and this is going to infringe on our rights, and people aren't going to be able to fly personal drones like we used to be able to. And it's just we're cranking down on our rights. And really, whatever, if it's the feds or some group are flying these drones, and they're technically not breaking rules, right? Or they would have been shot down. At least the other night when the other 2 nights last week that we were looking into this shit, where I kept going, but wait, did they say they're in restricted airspace? And we kept looking at, no one ever said that they're like technically in restricted airspace from last week. And I'm not really sure with the Patterson Air Force Base if they were saying that the drones were actually in restricted space, or they were like maybe in an area just outside of it and it was impeding on air traffic. Regardless, we're in the situation where it's like, okay, and the fucking congressman was talking about, oh, we should shoot one down and see who comes looking for it. That's a real good idea. But it's like, if they're not breaking rules, they're obviously, these drones belong to some government agency or some rich motherfuckers to be having drones that are this large, and they can fly for, they're saying, like 6 to 8 hours. These things can stay up in the sky. So if you're going to shoot down someone's private property, and oops, we're just the feds. We have to know what's going on. It's like you don't do that with someone's car just because there's a car driving out somewhere that it's not a restricted airspace, but why are all these cars going out to this area, drive whatever, just this is a theoretical or a hypothetical that I'm throwing out there. There's cars that are driving in some area of fucking Nevada that it's not government land, it's not restricted, but they're driving out there and the feds can't figure out why they're driving out there, and you can't pull these people over because they're not breaking any laws driving out to this area, and you can't just fucking throw a spike strip out and flatten one of their tires to stop them. And it's just like it's almost like this weird. They're really skirting the line. They're really staying in this gray area of being. It's just a shitload of drones in different areas of the U.S. that are being flown all like at the same time, and they're being evasive, and it's scaring people. It's like, do we really want to pass some new laws and regulations about drones just because possibly the feds or some stupid group of rich fucks are just flying drones? It's like we're in this weird situation where we can't really in theory, if this isn't the feds, it's like the government doesn't want to cross the line and just shoot down someone's fucking. If these things are the size of an SUV and can stay up for 6 to 8 hours, that is expensive. That is very expensive. So the feds, if it's not them, probably don't want to be on the hook for, okay, yeah, we just started willy-nilly shooting people's private property down. They're not. No, they're not. They're in sketchy areas. They're near sensitive areas and sensitive infrastructure, but they're not breaking rules. They're not in restricted space. So what the fuck, what are we supposed to do?
Defense Department doesn't know, which is scary, or they know and they're not telling us. This isn't going to last much longer because of the bipartisan outrage.
Okay, I want to play a clip from President-elect Trump today where he talks about the drones.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense.
It's hard not to agree with it because it's so baffling to me that the world's #1 military superpower seems utterly powerless with a few drones in the air and can't even explain what they are. It doesn't instill in me a great sense of security for the people of America, does it? Is it you?
Of course. Now, President Trump also said that he may not go to Bedminster. And as you know, that's where he has his golf course and he spends a lot of time. So this would be the first time that if he invites anybody to Bedminster to play golf, they're probably not going because he doesn't want to go either. So here's the bottom line here. A former president of the United States says the government knows. So what does this mean? Whatever this secret was, whatever this planning was, whatever the photos that these drones are taking or testing, they must be so secret that they don't want us to know because it may cause people to be more scared than seeing big drones. So this has to be pretty serious. Now, the other thing I find interesting is the Homeland Security Secretary is answering questions. Why isn't the Department of Defense answering those questions? They're the ones who have the information. That tells you you're not getting all the information. Homeland Security, they don't have the Air Force. They don't have those technical issues. What they have is information they get from the Department of Defense. We met with Homeland Security. They knew nothing. Zero.
It's so weird. What does your gut feeling tell you this is all about?
The government is either testing or looking for something, or the worst scenario is they don't know what's going on. Right. But that's hard to believe. When President Trump says they know, you can be assured that they know.
Right.
And they're not saying.
That is hard to believe. But what are they? Sam Hyde is behind everything. Somehow he is to blame. We can't keep letting him get away with his funny face. Yeah. Oh yeah, 2015 said they weren't properly briefing Trump. DC full of traitors. Yeah, the fucking Wright, the generals. Didn't he have heat with a lot of them? I thought there was a lot of things that they were talking about. The generals were doing stuff behind Trump's back and not briefing him on stuff, and like a few of them don't fucking like him. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to imagine the feds don't know what's going on, if whether or not it is them.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's a fascinating story. Senator Bradley, thank you very much indeed for joining me.
Thank you, Piers.
Well, joining me now, our entrepreneur and Trump supporter, Grant Cardone, the host of the Luke Beasley Show, Luke Beasley, the streamer and commentator, Destiny, and the spokesperson for the Turning Point USA.
What the fuck? Destiny's on this? I had no idea. I really had no idea. I did not watch any of this. I had no idea Destiny was on. What the fuck is he going to say about the drones?
Caitlin Sinclair. Let me start with you, Caitlin. What is going on with these drones? It is very...
Why is everyone spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill, guys. Just use Pi. It's a free Chrome extension that's actually...
Fuck off, bitch.
Oh, the whole thing.
Yes, Piers, I think this is one example, or I would say a microcosm of what has been happening on such a larger scale across this country, where you have the mainstream media, where you have the...
Watch Destiny. He's just going to start talking about January 6th. He's going to somehow, some way, Destiny is going to tie the drones. He's going to tie it into the insurrection and the false slate of electors, and you know, they wanted to kill Mike Pence. He's going to bring all of this together and wrap it all together with a bow. Watch. He's going to skillfully make this about the January 6th insurrection.
Government elites telling the American people, don't believe your lying eyes. We had Alexandra Mayorkas being sent to be the media's daughter.
Funny face. Oh, fuck. That's funny. Yeah, he blew Piers. That was Piers Morgan in that video. Oh, fuck. That's funny, dude.
This past weekend, Piers, going on all of the weekend shows, telling us there's nothing to see here. Adam Kingston tweeting out this morning on the show saying the drones are actually airplanes, nothing to see here. So the American people have every right to ask questions.
When Destiny starts talking, we're going to have to go back to normal speed because he talks so fucking fast and he just like a little motor mouth, and he has all these citations from Wikipedia, and he'll just tell you all this fucking shit so fucking fast, and we won't be able to understand what he's saying because I already got the sped up.
This is a rhetoric that they've been told for the past 4 years. Don't believe your lying eyes. Don't believe your lying ears. And they have every right to get answers to these questions. It's really hard for the American people to sit back and believe that the government can find the grandma who took a selfie on January 6th at the Capitol 4 years ago, but they can't figure out who's flying drones above New Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, Destiny, this is probably not your normal wheelhouse of expertise, but as an American, are you not a bit...
Yeah, well, Destiny, please tell us, why the fuck are you here?
Down my list.
No, I mean, like, FAA regulations happen so the drones can fly pretty high. It's
okay, God, we got... we gotta slow it back. We gotta slow her down. We gotta slow her down.
Pretty weird area right now where these are becoming like commercially available to consumers for the first time in a long time. A lot of the pictures and a lot of the video that is being shown is literally like airplane footage. Like you can see the FAA lights like that are done to regulation on these ships, but some people still insist on saying they're UFOs or coming from an Iranian mothership. I don't see any, I guess, like upside to baselessly speculating on what it is. I think people have a right to ask questions, of course, and we'll wait until we get, I guess, better answers about who it is.
But the longer we don't get told, are you not slightly twitchy that there's something very odd going on?
Oh, he's twitchy, but that's the Adderall. Has nothing to do with the drones, Piers.
Not really. No, there's a billion different things that you could photograph at any point in the country at any point in time. I don't know why we're obsessed with feeling like we're constantly under threat of being, you know, destroyed or invaded by drones or invaded by, you know, manufactured hurricanes or George Soros or like, it's just like the...
Oh my God. Come on. Now, what? He's just... Okay, so Destiny, and you guys know I'm a fan of this guy I'm critiquing here. He's literally just here to say conspiracies are dumb. So let's just wait till the federal government tells us what's happening. That's what he's basically here to do. He just mentioned vaccines, guys. This is a conversation about drones, and he just mentioned vaccines. This is we are not too far off of my joke saying that he's going to start talking about the fucking insurrection. Guys, if he brings up the insurrection, I'm just letting you know, I'm going to take my laptop and fucking throw it across the room, okay? Fair warning, the stream might drop, but you'll know what happened.
fear economy where we have to be afraid of every single new video that's posted. You know, like if these things started shooting missiles at us or something crazy like that happened, then yeah, that would be a huge problem, obviously. But I assume, and it's been stated by the authorities in New Jersey, that the federal government is looking into it. All you do is wait for answers.
I mean, Grant, what should be done about them in the meantime? I mean, people are going to start taking action, aren't they? They're going to start shooting at these things, aren't they?
Number one, the reason to be fearful is late 2019, it was whispered that there was a thing called COVID being exported. A bat, didn't know where it was coming from, this place called Wuhan. A year later, by the way, Donald Trump loses the election because of mail-in ballots, conveniently. And here we are today, after an election, before an inauguration. We have drones flying at night, not during the day.
Guys, I'm warning you. It's about to happen. They're talking about the election. Destiny is gonna he's gonna say the insurrection. Guys, get ready to get thrown across the room. Get ready. Guys, I don't want to break my MacBook Pro. I don't want to do it. Guys, it's gonna happen. I swear to God, I did not watch any of this. If they bring up the insurrection, I don't know what I'm going to have to like rip. I'm going to rip through my shirt like Hulk Hogan. Okay.
That would suggest infrared looking for something. I would suggest a black swan event is being planned to disrupt Donald Trump in year one and to put him back on his heels. So when Destiny says everybody's scared, George Soros, dude, there's plenty of reasons for America to be on high alert right now. The U.S. government should be trusted with one thing, to lie to the American people, because they repeatedly lie to the American people.
Oh, Luke Beasley, I mean, that's a pretty...
When Trump is the government, does he lie to the American people too, or is it just when Democrats are president?
Right now, we're talking about drones over New Jersey that no one can explain, and you want to make sense of it. Okay, the reason you can't shoot them out
here. COVID in 2019, that was Trump who was president, right? That was his administration. So did Trump lie to us about?
Yeah, I don't think you nor anybody on the panel or anyone listening or watching right now suggests that Donald Trump created the Wuhan virus.
I never said that, but you said that apparently people knew about it. It's just weird that right now the current administration is being blamed.
Drones by law cannot fly above 400 feet by law. So look, we know we see something in the sky, right? You agree with that? What is it?
Most of the videos that I've seen.
Let me bring in Luke, because you've been listening to this. I mean, look, Grant, on one level, you might say, well, Grant's just putting out conspiracy theories, but that's what happens. Yeah, but okay, you don't actually know that because we don't have the official explanation. And the longer it goes on, the more theories are going to fly around. And one of them.
Wow, guys, Destiny is actually. He's literally just on the panel to say conspiracies are dumb, guys. Hey, guys, conspiracies are so dumb. So you guys talked about the vaccines and everyone isn't dead yet. So you guys were wrong on that. You guys said that Pizzagate was real. And then, Epstein became a huge story, but, Hillary Clinton wasn't arrested. So that was fake too. So, conspiracies are so dumb, guys.
By the way, one of them is going to be right.
He's literally just here to say, whatever theory you come up with on this panel, anybody that throws out a theory of what might be going on, whatever theory you throw out, it's wrong and it's conspiratorial and you're stupid because you're a conservative.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the official.
Let me bring in Luke. Hang on. Let me bring in Luke.
That's kind of the whole way that people like Grant do media, is you make a bunch of these bold predictions. People forget months later when the thing you said never actually happened. So there's going to be some sort of crazy thing that hurts Trump's first year, and the drones are a part of that. He can just lightly throw that out, freak people out. We'll probably get a more clear answer that's not that provocative very quickly, and then Grant will move on and keep making more predictions. People like him, I don't know actually him specifically, but I've heard sort of in the MAGA space a lot of bold statements right before the election about how the Democrats were never going to accept it. There's no way they would possibly accept the election results, and they immediately do, as we talked about last time I was on here. So again, these false predictions are kind of nauseating, and it's not what I can tell you. But then I'll also say that a lot of
hang on, hang on. Let me just say, when it comes to false predictions, how about this one? I will never pardon my son, Hunter Biden. It's not going to happen.
Oh, nice comeback, Piers. Okay, for real, I thought I clicked on the wrong video because the reason I clicked on this is because I knew Weinstein was in here. Weinstein. I had no idea Destiny was on this. That is actually interesting, and I cannot believe guys, call me stupid. Call me naive, but I actually had no hint that this was going to be turned into like a political conversation. That's crazy that they can't have just 4 people come on the panel and say like, wow, guys, so I heard about this and this might be a possibility and look at this here. And oh yeah, I disagree with that because, whatever, I know about this information here. Let's compare notes and figure out if there's anything we can say of what's going on here. It's literally, I thought this was just going to be a cool conversation about who knows what and who thinks it's this and what. This has become a political volleyball game here. This is incredible that we can't just have a conversation without turning it into politics.
That was it will not happen. The president's not going to do it. What's the matter with you people? It's not going to happen. What happened to that false prediction?
And the day he said, I mentioned the crazy Piers talk.
Look how triggered you all get when I point that out. You know the worst thing about what Joe
Piers, what the fuck do you have going on here, bro? This show's wild, man. This is wild.
Wait, no. He basically has caused you guys to go into a triggering anaphylactic shock now for the rest of your natural lives.
God damn it, Piers. Look at him. Look at the smirk. Oh, Piers, let me say, back in the day, Piers was really uptight. You guys should go back and look when he interviewed Alex Jones and he's just being such a dick to him. Piers Morgan is so much, he's and again, it's not just because, yeah, he likes Trump or whatever, but it's funny how much more loose Piers is when he's MAGA. He really is like, even though it's like, I kind of thought this was going to be more of a serious conversation of just discussing the facts and things we know and whatever. And instead it's become a pissing match and it's about politics now. And they're actually talking about vaccines. And so that's just ridiculous. Okay, but it is funny because Piers Morgan is having fun with this. I like that.
By doing what he did, he just ruined it for you. He ruined it.
For us, we actually stand on principle. So I don't know about Destiny's take on this, but I've said he shouldn't have done that. Good. And it seems like he misled us whenever he said he wasn't going to, because we actually can criticize the person who represents, our party during a time. Whereas on your end, you'll flip.
Oh, Big E. Good evening, sir. Thanks for joining us. What's up, bro? How you doing? Yeah, this is a clown show. Destiny's the equivalent of Alex Jones, thinks he's the smartest man alive, but making a living off of trying to outsmart everyone. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like him, and I think Destiny is smart, and I think, God, look, we should go over it someday. He's had conversations with Alex Jones, and I have to say, when I've seen him talking with Alex Jones, Destiny is really... He tries to keep it very fact-based, and Alex Jones kind of flies off the handle sometimes when I'm wanting fact-based discussion and, tussling with these ideas and parsing things out, figuring out what's true and what's not true and what sounds more far-fetched or ridiculous and whatever. Dude, sometimes, when it comes to debating, Alex Jones might be smarter than Destiny or more well-read or have more facts or whatever the fuck. But when it comes to a debate, I'm sorry to even say it, but Destiny kind of schools him. I really don't like to say that. I love Alex Jones, but sometimes, there's been a few times with him that I'm like, I want to know the facts here. Explain your position. And Alex Jones just starts fucking talking about 1776 will commence again. He's like screaming. It's like, dude, chill out. Let's talk.
Flop on every single principle to stay in.
When you say my end, I don't have an end, mate. I'm British. Just remind you. Let me go to change the topic to the ABC Trump defamation case.
Wait, can we ask Grant? Let's say the story comes out. Let's say the government, because he said he's waiting for an official story. Let's say the government comes out and they say, "Oh, it was irresponsible hobbyists. We've ascertained this." Would Grant even accept that story, or we insist that there's something more going on?
I'll buy you dinner every night for 365 days in a row if that comes true.
Wow.
So you want to answer the question. That's what I mean. It's just like, it's all
you can't expect people to just hypothetically. The only person that gives a kind of blanket thing like that is Biden when he's pardoning his mates. It's like, you can't do a blanket thing.
Anybody has to do with this.
Okay, well, so let me say in response to this, because I know what Destiny's getting. What Destiny is saying, it's like Grant and conspiracy theorists have unfalsifiable positions, is what he's saying. So, like, right now we're going, okay, we don't know what's happening. We don't know if this is hobbyists or if this is the feds. We have a sneaking suspicion that it's the feds. And he's going, and so Destiny says, oh, well, if the news and the federal government and everybody comes out and says, look, it's not the feds, guys. This actually turns out it's a big group of really rich hobbyists that have brand new drone tech that these things can stay up for hours upon hours, and they're fucking huge. And If that comes out, are you even going to believe it? Because then, even if that comes out and your theory about it being feds is falsified by these reports, well, then you're not going to believe the reports. You're just going to say, oh, the reports are lies. I still think they're feds. The reason why I don't think that that's the conspiracy position isn't outlandish is given the context of the situation we're in. How long has it been now that they just don't know where these drones are from? If this was a group of hobbyist guys, we would have known that in a couple days, right? Come on, this has been like a month. This has been a month of these drones in the sky every night with people freaking out, and they haven't told us anything. We don't know anything. This can't be I would be hard pressed to accept that this is a group of hobbyists myself. And that's not even like me wanting this to be some crazy conspiracy. I feel like the horse is out of the barn. We know that this isn't just some group of hobbyists, because as soon as a congressman starts talking about, we need to go to war with Iran because this is from an Iranian mothership, and how would we not have this information come out that it's just hobbyist guys? We don't need to go to war. Relax, everybody. The hobbyists themselves would come out and be like, look, this is just us flying some drones. Please don't take more of our tax dollars. We want that money to buy drone parts. I think I would not believe at this point. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just too conspiracy R-brained. And that's probably what Destiny would say about me. But I think we're too far along the line, or along the timeline of that being acceptable as an explanation. The feds haven't told us it's a group of hobbyists when people are freaking out and talking about shooting them down themselves. Right.
Over 1 million Rohingya refugees and poor local communities will be hurting this winter.
The government came out with an official story. Would you even believe it? The answer is no, unless Donald Trump says it. Then
Well,
I guess
actually, I think you should view everything that comes out of the government with a lot of skepticism, healthy skepticism, actually. So the answer would be, I hear you. Let's make sure that is what happened. Would be my honest response. But that's
is there any single thing that either of the two MAGA panelists have heard from Donald Trump that they don't believe ever in the 4 years of him in government? And the 4 years
It's really bold of you. It's really bold of you and Luke to just classify and generalize the MAGA population. Yeah, there is an answer, actually. On November 5th, there was a mandate from the American people to actually question our government, to actually dismantle some of these three-letter agencies. That was a mandate from the American people. So yes, I think we have every right to question what we're told.
Well, why don't we get to
You don't have the right to question what you're
I want to move to another topic.
Let's get to the ABC story.
Shit, well, guys, she didn't answer the question. To be fair to Destiny, and I understand his frustration, she did not answer the question.
Well, here's the thing we have heard about Trump.
He asked for one thing that the MAGA panelists have heard the Trump say that they don't believe, and they really, I hate to say it, guys. You know what? This is like, let me just say, not to toot my own horn here, but guys, this is why I like doing an honest stream for whatever it's worth to people that enjoy it and hang with me every night in here and stuff. This is a pro for me. This is a benefit of not being, I don't know who this is. I'm familiar with this guy's name, not familiar with him as a person or his politics. These two are both MAGA, okay? But I could answer this question. I don't have trouble answering this question at all. Something Trump has said that I don't believe. These guys have too much at stake to even answer the question. I mean, I hope you guys see what's happening here. Whether you like Destiny or not, he's right. They're avoiding answering this question because they're full MAGA. They're fully invested.
Which turned out that we couldn't believe, even though it came from George Stephanopoulos. Caitlin, this is the ABC defamation payment of $15 million.
Fuck, Junior Coltrane, dude, please chill out. We're trying to have a drone UFO conversation here. You're starting fights with people in the chat. Just chill, fam. Come on. Just make fun of Destiny. Leave the ladies out of it. Yes, that's true. Please leave everybody out of it. God. Yes, we know Tina is a real woman. We've seen her at Barb. We went to Barb. We get invited because we're not psychos like you. You fucking lunatic. God damn it.
To President-elect Trump to settle a defamation lawsuit after Stephanopoulos repeatedly said he'd been found liable for rape, which he had not. This is a big settlement by ABC, including an apology. Very, very humiliating for Stephanopoulos. But he was so self-righteous in that interview as well, despite being, as it turned out, completely wrong in what he was saying.
Yeah, it looks like we're triggering some people on this panel, Piers. I think the women on The View have their panties in a knot right now after this case with ABC. The mainstream media is on notice now. And again, that plays into the mandate that we found on November 5th, American people, saying they're sick of the hypocrisy, they're sick of the lies, they're sick of the mainstream media feeding them information that is absolutely false. And look, Kamala Harris had over 80 billionaires. She had the entire legacy media. She had all of the Hollywood elites, most of big tech, and she still lost. And she lost everything. So again, this is a mandate from the American people about what they want.
Guys, remember, we're still on inauguration watch. I swear to God, he's going to say something about it. Not the inauguration, insurrection watch. I can't see it not coming up. I'm so. What do we got? Yeah, there's like 20 more minutes of them. 30 more. Yeah, wait. Oh no, yeah, like 20. Okay. Guys, if he talks about the insurrection, I don't know what I'm going to rip through my shirt, at least that much.
And they want to dismantle the legacy media here.
It is a crushing blow for Trump against the legacy media, whichever way you dress it up. If you're going to posture that Trump, as a lot of people in mainstream media do, he's a terrible liar, you've got to hold him to account, blah, 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 blah. If you hold him to account in the wrong manner and you end up giving him $15 million in a groveling apology, that's a terrible thing, isn't it, for mainstream media?
It's a pretty small payout for a defamation lawsuit, considering the stakes of this particular lawsuit.
My guess is Trump allowed the settlement.
Trump is not a big man. Trump is a coward, okay? Trump is not a big man. He's a little boy.
Okay, don't all talk at once.
And again, like the last question I asked, neither conservative, neither MAGA person on here will answer, which is, do you disagree with anything that Trump did in his 4 years? Or is there anything that he said that you didn't believe? Neither side will answer that, okay? But the second thing is, too, when you say this was a crushing, when you say that this was a crushing blow, okay, to the legacy media, what do we think about the $800 million that Fox News paid out when they lied about the Dominion voting
machines? What's that got to do with this?
Lie that both these MAGA people
Why do you always distract? Why do you always distract Destiny? Do you know what? Sometimes it would be very... Hang on, sometimes Destiny.
Uh-oh, okay, so we got the Dominion lawsuit, guys. Guys, he's gonna bring up the insurrection. Be prepared for it. There isn't one conversation with a MAGA person that has ever happened with Destiny when he squanders the opportunity to bring up the insurrection.
Because it's the exact same. Hang on, Luke.
We're almost there. We're almost there. We're at Dominion voting systems. We're like the insurrection's just around the corner, guys. I swear to God. Oh my God, if I'm right about... Remember, this was a baseless joke I made at the beginning of this video. We'll see if it... Oh, fuck, man. I'm dying here.
Distract constantly, Destiny. It would be so much more effective. And I like you know I do. If you just said, you know what, on this one, ABC got it wrong. Big mistake. Paid a big check.
ABC did not get it wrong. That's not true.
Why they apologize? They paid him $15 million.
Because they didn't want to go through discovery and months of
Why? Why though? Why?
Full licenses for people in the media. He said that Stephanopoulos said that he felt like Trump raped her. That he raped a woman. She was not liable for rape. He penetrated her with his fingers. Now in New York, I think the civil statute or whatever is for sexual assault and not rape per se. But like, it's not like he was wrong. He's not paying up because he thinks that he lied about what he said.
He was wrong. It was not liable for rape.
It's obvious that Trump's constant promises to go after the outlets that wrong him, his constant promises to get the government to come down hard, his quote not mine, on MSNBC, is what now outlets, unfortunately, like ABC, are afraid of. So they're wanting this to be over quickly, as opposed to going to war with Trump, who's explicitly targeted them. And it's crazy that y'all are more outraged that Stephanopoulos used one term that in common parlance is synonymous with sexual assault, instead of the fact
actually not, though. That's why you're wrong. Sorry, I'm sorry, Luke. You're making exactly the... You're making the same mistake, Luke. With respect, you're making the same mistake. It is not the same thing. Otherwise, there would not be different categories. Hang on. There would not be different categories of sexual assault and rape. They are different crimes. So if you accuse somebody of the more serious offense of rape, wrongly, repeatedly, in an interview, as Stephanopoulos did, that is defamation and has now cost him and his network $15 million.
That is absolutely not defamation.
There's a specification between what the jury's deciding on sexual...
You guys, neither one of you guys know anything about a liable case. Okay, this is a defamation case.
The two MAGA people on the panel, are you guys outraged that Trump was found liable for sexual abuse?
Hang on, let Grant respond.
Alex Brito is Donald Trump's lawyer on this defamation case. They settled this case in less time than when I filed a defamation case against T-Mobile, the CEO of T-Mobile, for $100 million. We will win the entire thing, by the way. Donald Trump could have got way more than $15 million. That's why I said, Destiny, he's a big man. You can't swallow that he's a big man, but he's a big man that he put this behind him because he's got bigger fish to fry, which is to make America the great country it can be. And that's what he's focused on right now. He's going to take his 15 million, throw it in a charity.
Yeah, but
1
Destiny,
million
Destiny, hang on, Destiny, you talk about cowardice.
This is a massive win.
A massive win, $15 million.
Yeah, but Destiny, here's the point. But Destiny, you call Trump a coward. What could be more cowardly? If
Guys, remember, this conversation was supposed to be about drones. I just want to remind everybody, because you may have forgotten, because we're like 10 minutes into a bunch of other bullshit. And it was supposed to be about drones.
If, as you say, there was no defamation, Stephanopoulos was right, what could be more cowardly than a major... Hang on, Luke, I'm not talking to you. What could be more cowardly, Destiny, than a major network in America, mainstream media network, just caving to Donald Trump and giving him a big check?
Is this a game we're playing? Maybe the other people, Luke might know. I don't know about the other two morons here. You're a big boy. You work in this field, and I know that you're old enough to be smart enough to know this. I don't know. We're just playing a game right now, okay? If you have a defamation case facing you like that, you know that Discovery could unveil who knows what. Not necessarily illegal conduct, but just stuff that can go to the press that might make you look bad. Trump might get more than $15 million of earned media just from the treasure troves of the discovery process of that case. Why not just pay out $15 million and walk away from it? By the way, if you were falsely accused of rape and that was a totally false accusation, do you really think that Donald Trump, a guy who has spent how many hundreds of millions of dollars between all of his different lawsuits, would walk away with $15 million? Of course not. He would have gone for way more if he thought he had a legitimate case there, but that's probably about how much they were willing to settle, knowing that they could avoid the discovery process. You know this, Piers.
Just to add one other point on this, because I brought it up multiple.
Hold on 1 second, guys. I got a cold water bottle in the fridge. Let me get it. I'm back. Oh, I'm getting heated. And plus, I put this in the freezer. So it's like almost too frozen. I like putting water bottles in the freezer till like right before they're frozen. I think when you freeze it completely is like when you get the worst plastic particles in there. But if you get it like right before it blows out the bottle, you know how it like the ice expands and then the bottom pops out bad. It looks like it's gonna blow up. If you get it before then, I think it's okay. Hold on. Can't get the top off. Oh yeah. Come on, you little slut. Oh, I knew that. I knew that was gonna happen. And I didn't care. Oh my God. I got water on my face. Oh, now I'm cooled off. Okay, let's get back into it. The fuck are we even watching right now?
Multiple times with you, Piers. I would love to get an answer on it relating to this. Is there any outrage? Is there any outrage that Trump today was saying, yeah, and this is just the beginning. We're going to go after all these different outlets, and Seltzer for doing a poll that Trump didn't like. Trump says he wants to go after.
Yeah, Tina, that's the fucking best. I love it when it's just like, this is a little too frozen. We got a lot of ice in there. That's okay though. It's still drinkable. You know, it's liquid. Oh, it's so cold. I love it. Oh, Junior Coltrane, stop.
After, and he specifically said the government should come down hard on MSNBC. That's exactly against what I know the two other MAGA folks on the panel say constantly about their principles, which is pro-freedom of the press. But then Trump's constantly talking about the press in ways that prove that.
I think, you know what? I think if on the Democrat side, if you go after someone like Donald Trump relentlessly and you try and imprison him relentlessly and you try and ruin his life and you try and do everything you can to destroy him and incarcerate him, and then he wins and he flatlines you all in the election, yeah, a little part of him is probably thinking, yeah, there's going to be a bit of pain. Sorry, going to be a bit of payback. Sorry.
Destiny is pissed off right now. Look at him.
Right, cool. I like the Constitution. I'm like y'all then. I don't know.
Yeah, and meanwhile, your guy, President Biden, is out there pardoning half of America, killing his criminal son. So the high moral ground is just disintegrated.
By the way, Hunter Biden's not even implicated in crimes related to Joe Biden.
Wait, how is that not true?
Well, hang on. Actually, Destiny. Actually, hang on. Actually, that's you don't know that. You don't know that. And the beauty you don't know that. And the beauty of the all-encompassing thing that Biden did from going back to 2014 is it covers all potential crimes from 2014. The Hunter Biden. Hang on. The Hunter Biden committed, which we don't know, but may have included the big guy being Joe Biden. So he's protecting himself as well.
8 years they had, and they found nothing. With all the subpoena power, all the congressional subcommittees, Donald Trump's FBI, Donald Trump's DOJ, 8 years and nothing. Not a thing.
Destiny, I get the feeling you're struggling with this Trump win. There's the scale of it.
I'm not struggling at all. I just struggle with the fact that people are so comfortable lying with impunity because they never get called out on these shows. It drives me insane.
Yeah, but when your side lie, like George Stephanopoulos, you don't call it lying. So what is a lie? Is a lie only when Republicans lie?
Common parlance that was rape. Yes, I think it's totally fine to say
The
that.
judge
It's not
clarified
rape.
that. The judge literally clarified that that's the case. What Destiny just said, the judge literally clarified that the way we speak about these terms in a legal sense, it's not, but in the way we speak commonly about these words, what Trump was found liable of is what we refer to as rape, even if in a legal sense, that's not what he was found liable for.
You want me to send Trump a clip of you saying that?
That is not what the judge said at all.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
It's so funny.
I would be cowards like
It's so funny how you gentlemen keep referring to us as the MAGA people on this panel. You call us morons. I'm going to start referring to you gentlemen as snowflakes over there. Maybe you haven't looked at the post-election polling in this country, but guess what? The men in this country, the young men in this country, showed up for Donald Trump in droves. And you want to know why, gentlemen? Because they were sick of being emasculated, because they were sick of being lied to, and they were sick of being guilty until proven innocent. The real men in this country I'm talking to, maybe not alluding to.
You're going to trigger them.
I know I have a stupid question here, and we're 25 minutes in. I know I have no grounds to be asking questions like this during a conversation like this, but I'd like to know what one of these people thinks about the drones. See how the title says Donald Trump slams drone invasion? Remember, this video is supposed to be about drones. I was just curious what one of these people thought about drones. I know I'm way out of line asking a question like that during this discussion, but seeing as that's why we're here, I just was curious what these people thought about the drones.
Huh?
Triggered.
You guys don't even accept the outcome of the 2020 election. And you're trying to say we're triggered? You guys are the biggest babies in the history of all of mankind. Like, I don't know
Which is why you're the one resorting to name calling, right? You're so triggered, you just resort to name calling. Yeah, we're the ones.
If I call a moron a moron, that means I'm triggered? What does that make Donald Trump, who literally has nicknames for every single political opponent he has then?
What do you think he'd call you, Destiny?
I don't know. I got a lot of nicknames online, so who knows?
There's an interesting thing coming. Sorry, pardon my lurgy, as I call it. Trump has threatened legal action against the Biden administration over sales of portions of the border wall. He's talked to the Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton about a potential restraining order. Let's have a listen to this clip.
Now we had.
Where the fuck? God damn it! Come on. What do we got? When's Brett come on? We got a few more minutes of this fucking nonsense, and then at least Brett's gonna come on. He might actually say something about the drones, and might be interesting. Yeah, okay, it's just him on after.
We ordered an additional 200 miles of wall. It's very expensive, and now it's about double the price of what it would have been 6 years ago. And the administration is trying to sell it for 5 cents on the dollar, knowing that we're getting ready to put it up. And what they're doing is really an act. It's almost a criminal act.
Yeah, I mean, Grant, there's a lot of activity on that border, obviously, but that specific point that Trump makes about the Biden administration selling portions of it, what do you make of that?
Well, they're just sabotaging his ability to put that wall up. It's costing the taxpayer dollars. It's just a complete waste of money. You literally have supplies down there that have been paid for by taxpayer money. I don't know.
Dude, that's what I was going to say is like, if they are really selling it off that cheap and they know damn well that Trump's about to get in here and do more wall construction, this is actually like just flushing our money down the drain. They're selling these pieces for less than what they bought it, and they bought it with our tax dollars. They're selling it off for less than what it's actually worth, what it was paid for, and knowing that it's about to be, they're going to have to buy more to replace that. They're literally flushing tax dollars. But again, I'd like to know what these people think about the drones.
$150 million worth of wall down there that was abandoned, and now they're going to sell that. So he's got to go back and repurchase that 8 years later at new prices. It's a sabotage. Okay, the other side, these guys over here. I'm sorry, Caitlin, you said they're not men, so I can't call them men. So you guys will do anything to sabotage this MAGA movement, which is not a Republican movement, by the way. This is Make America Great Again. And this country has more resources, more opportunities. The first 90 days when he gets in office, Patterson, is going to be phenomenal for this country. I don't know if it converts these guys, but the country's going to get on board with this thing.
Okay, Destiny, here's what I would say generally about the reaction to Trump's win. It's been noticeable for the extreme lack of any protest. No marches, no big protests. It's like you guys have just thrown the towel in. Have you given up collectively? The resistance seems to be over.
Trump won the election. What are you going to do? I guess
last time you took to the streets en masse around America.
Overturn it, or you try to coup the government like they tried last time. But no, you're a Democrat. You go back to work.
Oh my God! He said it. He didn't say insurrection, but he said try to coup the government like they did last time. Guys, Look, I'm not gonna rip through my shirt because I only have so many white tank tops. But if he says insurrection and he actually I will rip through my shirt. But guys, I can't believe I clicked on this video expecting drone conversation and learning something new about them, and he just said they tried to coup the government. We are just like, we're way off course here. Come on.
That's all you can do. I mean, wait till the next election, wait till midterms.
Why is that your takeaway, Piers? That doesn't make any sense.
No, I think it was my takeaway.
How much
Because I
they
think
respect the election results. It's so weird.
No, because last time you didn't. Last time you took to the streets in massive numbers and city after city around America, protesting and screaming about Trump. This time it's been nothing. It just makes me think you've all lost the stomach for the fight.
I feel like last time you told me that people were crying on the internet.
What's that, Luke?
I think last time we went over this, you said that there are a lot of liberals crying and we're sensitive, we're combusting.
There's a few of you left on the internet, but that's about it. But when it comes to any sort of...
We're going to get to work on trying to oppose his bad policies when they pop up. There's just no need to have the MAGA-type hyperbolic reaction where you get violent or where you question the results for 4 years and stuff like that.
Right. You don't think that's how you all reacted in 2016 when he won?
Do you think that's how the conservatives acted in 2020 when they tried to steal the election?
Well, 2020...
That'll be overturned, by the way.
Well, just to be clear, Trump did, in my
2020 election?
Just to be clear, Trump did not have the election stolen. Trump lost the election in 2020 because of the pandemic. I told him this to his face. Caitlin, this whole issue of the border, I mean, it is staggering that nearly 10 million people came in illegally in the Biden administration in the 4 years. I mean, staggering.
Yeah, Piers, I'm sitting here in Manhattan where Tom Homan recently had a meeting with Democrat Mayor Eric Adams, who announced that we have 500,000 missing migrant children on the border. That number started at 100,000 and went up to 300,000, and now the number they're giving us is 500,000, which leads me to believe that number's closer to 1 million children that are missing on the border. So that should really concern all Americans. You had a 7-year-old. You had a 7-year-old that was just murdered by an illegal alien. She's part of the Black community. A 7-year-old. You didn't see Kamala Harris taking to Twitter, where she took to Twitter to talk about George Floyd dying over 2 dozen times. She didn't mention the 7-year-old's name not once. Where's Beyonce?
Yeah, I know Junior Coltrane. I was hoping we could actually get guys. I can't believe it. January 6th actually came up. I was hoping he would say insurrection, and I could just rip through my shirt. I owe you guys ripping through my shirt, though. I feel like I do, but I feel like it was a letdown a little bit because he didn't say insurrection, but he definitely referenced it. He said they tried to coup the government. God damn.
BLM now, Piers. And you want to call this MAGA hyperbole or narrative? Really, is it MAGA hyperbole when Laken Riley was murdered, when Molly Tibbetts was murdered, when Rachel Morin was murdered? What about these young
people
women
dying to illegal immigrants? And it's like the same name brought up for a whole year. Do we not have any new people killed by illegals or what?
Oh, do those lives not matter? Do those lives not matter?
Nobody else died but Laken Riley. She's the only one where they all named Laken Riley. What the fuck?
Oh, Destiny, out of interest, how many illegal
I'm
immigrants...
sure her family will appreciate that.
Yeah, listen, out of interest, Destiny, how many illegal immigrants would you be comfortable coming in to America next year, 2025?
I mean, the ideal number is as close to 0 as possible.
Okay, so you agree with Trump?
No, because Trump isn't doing anything to address the illegal immigrant
But he'd
problem.
like it to be 0 as well, so you agree, in principle, you agree.
I'm sure you'll...
Selling our border wall
right now for anybody that cares.
Don't talk over each other. Let Destiny answer. Destiny?
Yeah, no, we don't. The issue that we have right now is not with illegal immigrants. It's going to be fixed with a stupid wall. The issue that we have right now is with the asylum-seeking process. Donald Trump and all the MAGA people are too stupid to even understand how the process works. So we're never going to fix it under Trump, unless the Democrats manage to push the legislation that the Republicans agree with, and Trump stumbles.
And you think we got fixed under the Democrats, do you, in the last 4 years?
No, but they had a bill that was ready to go in the House and the Senate, and Biden was ready to sign it, and then Trump pulled the plug on it. So
it's Trump's fault.
Trump
quickly, can I just jump in?
Definitionally is. Ted Cruz, Mitch McConnell, people. Langford came out and literally said, yes, we had a bill ready to go.
I'm sure we'll all be happy that we've seen a massive plummet in border crossings in the last few months. And to the point that's previously made, there was legislation that could have done more. But even aside from that, there's been massive progress made. So
how has there been progress made if Trump stopped any progress? If Trump stopped any progress, hang on, Luke. If Trump stopped any progress, how are you making progress in the last few months?
No, I'm saying after finally, which I think they should have learned this lesson earlier, finally Democrats realized they weren't going to get support from Congress. Then Biden did what he could just through the executive.
So why didn't he do that before?
Yeah, I agree with you. He should have done it earlier.
Right,
but he was thinking we could do a more systemic solution.
It's bad politics by a president who's asleep at the wheel.
The issue with doing
Systemic
things
solution.
Yeah, the issue right now, we're crying over border wall stuff being sold. The issue with doing things by executive order is that things that can be done with executive order can be rescinded with executive order. Right. This way that we've approached border and immigration policy through presidential actions is insane. We need legislation from Congress. We need bills, comprehensive bills that are going to address the problem, not these temporary actions that the president can do via executive order. We shouldn't champion when that happens. Republicans used to be opposed to all of this encroaching federal power from the executive branch, but I guess now when it's Donald Trump, they celebrate it.
And one just little stat to end us with, I'm sure they'll also credit the Biden administration with releasing less migrants with criminal records in the country than the Trump administration. You can.
I think when you let in 10 million illegal immigrants in 4 years, you don't really get.
I'm just saying less.
You don't get to take any victory laps, Luke. Sorry, I'm afraid that's it.
You're saying your concern was about criminals. Okay.
My concern is about safety and security, as always. You got to have a secure border.
And I'm saying that Trump actually released.
As Ronald Reagan said, if you don't have a secure border, you don't have a country. We've got to leave it there. Always good to talk to you all. Thank you very much indeed. We're returning to Uncensored now as a Harvard mathematician and podcaster, Dr. Eric Weinstein. Eric, great to see you again.
Now the funny thing is, Destiny kind of has heat with the Weinsteins. I think, or maybe I'm thinking about the wrong person. But I think he has Destiny has said some negative shit about the Weinstein brothers.
Pierce, good to be with you.
I had a fascinating chat with your friend Peter Thiel, who I know used to work with the other day. 19 minutes. What a really interesting character. So thank you for helping us get him over the line as a guest, because it was great.
Well, unfortunately, he's very rich and controversial, so very often people don't get a chance to actually hear what he has to say. And thanks for giving him a chance to spread a lot of his ideas, which I think are very influential on both the left and the right. It's a very unique mind.
Yeah, and what I thought was very interesting, very thoughtful, took his time over every response. He didn't rush into responses. And his central premise, which was really interesting to me, that there's an impression we're making these tremendous strides and advances as a planet. And he thinks the opposite. He thinks we'd be going way too slowly, that actually we're not making many advances other than in the world of AI and tech. And if you took that out of it, in fact, we're going backwards as a planet in terms of our ability to be truly dynamic and innovative and creative. Do you agree with it?
Well, I would say that Peter and I have both come at this from two different places, he from technology and me from science. And in both cases, there are exceptions. So in technology, I would say the world of software, the world of computers has been leaping forward as everyone thinks. And I think that's clear to all of us. In the sciences, I would say certain areas of biology have been doing the same. But the stagnation is probably most pronounced in theoretical physics at its core, which people don't realize how much physics was responsible for the modern world, for the peace through the atomic weapons, for the economy through the semiconductor, communications through electromagnetic radiation that carries radio signals, and in fact, it founded molecular biology, with mostly physicists. So the stagnation in physics is probably the most interesting part of that, because ultimately that's upstream of the economy. And I don't know whether you're aware of this recent couple of interviews that Mark Andreessen has done, where he's mentioned that he was told at the White House that AI would be going the way of physics, and that the federal government deliberately stagnated certain areas of physics, just the way they will do the same with AI, and that they've already chosen the winners. And this is something that you couldn't discuss years ago. It was introduced to me as the designated winner system, that we pick the winners first, and then we erect the narrative around them afterwards. This is somewhat true in economics, where we worked through the University of Chicago economics department. So it's a fascinating topic about whether or not the federal government, in part, has been behind certain areas of stagnation and certain areas of development.
Yeah, absolutely. When I last spoke to you in September, you told me you hadn't decided whether you were going to vote at all in November or who to vote for. Did you ultimately make a decision? Did you vote?
I certainly went to the polling place.
That's not quite the same as saying you voted.
Well, because I think the thing I feel most comfortable saying is that I was not able to vote for Biden in 2020, nor was I able to vote for Kamala Harris. Biden, in part, just because he was far too old, and I was already seeing the signs of cognitive decay. I don't know why the world didn't see that early on. It was clear as day. And in Kamala Harris's case, she was clearly, you cannot put a woman on the ballot saying democracy is on the ballot this time, who can't win a primary election,
right?
And just appoint a candidate. So in part, I feel like we were put in a really terrible position.
Man, like there's some Democrat talking heads, some personality. Destiny even. Some of you guys really downplay the significance of how people just feel a little shafted with the Kamala Harris nomination. You guys really, really underplay that, because I don't think the Weinsteins or John Morgan, who expressed his, discomfort with Kamala Harris just being appointed. I think people like Destiny are just really, understating and underappreciating how significant that was to even their own side, the Democrat voting base. It's pretty crazy, John, especially when people like John Morgan, the biggest donors. It's not like it's just your grandma on fucking Facebook. It's the biggest donors are talking about how they're pissed off that Kamala Harris got appointed. It's not just like a MAGA talking point to say that was not democratic. Your own voters say this.
Because, quite frankly, although most of my colleagues see a lot of the good that I see in the MAGA movement, it is also a big tent, and there are voices in that tent that, in my estimation, are very dangerous and need to be out of that tent, particularly surrounding white nationalist and Christian identity, anti-Semitic stuff that gets targeted.
Oh, well, yeah, Weinstein. Of course, he's not happy with that. Yeah,
on me.
So it's Nick Fuentes. I think he's talking. There's other people too, for sure, but I think he is hinting at Nick Fuentes, which is funny because maybe he's not. Maybe he isn't. Maybe he has someone else in mind, but Nick is the name that comes to mind when you say, oh, the MAGA people that are anti-Semitic. There are some voices in the MAGA movement that are, white nationalists, anti-Semitic. That's the first name that comes to mind, even though he was Nick Fuentes said he didn't vote for Trump and told other people not to.
In part, I was shocked and horrified that those people weren't called out. I don't know whether you realize it, but the last time you asked me about names that were being called to me online, the people who were calling those names, one of them later revealed that they're angry that I'm not giving voice to Jared Taylor and Peter Brimelow and all sorts of people. And I think that in part you were duped into amplifying a non-story in which the underbelly is we've heard far too much from the Jews. We need to make sure that the Jews aren't in positions of power this time around. So be very careful as to when you see controversy online. If you dig a little deeper, you often find that there's a complaint. In this case, it's the place that I'm not platforming Jared Taylor and Peter Brimelow, which I had no idea was behind that.
No, listen, I completely take that warning because I think it is.
I don't know who the fuck those other two people are.
Dangerous. You've got to be very careful about the amplification point when it's being deliberately and malevolently laid out for people to fall into that.
Adam Wiley, thank you, sir. Yeah, if you could, wherever you're at, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, the heart. You just start clicking buttons on my video wherever you see it. If DMS gave you a semi, yes. Or a full. If you have a full erection from watching this, tap the like button with your erection. Pretty please.
That trap of amplifying it. So I concur with you about that. If you went to a polling booth on election day and you couldn't bring yourself to vote for Kamala Harris, is it a massive stretch of my admittedly smaller brain to conclude that in the end you voted Trump?
I think you're trying to do something that I would prefer that you not do, which is, I'll be honest with you, I went to the polling place not knowing what I would do. I mean, literally, I just didn't see what I should do, because I see the problem with the Democrats. I mean, obviously, I think I've been on this longer than the MAGA people by decades. The key question is, you're ordering radiation therapy for the tumor that you've identified. And are you convinced that the radiation therapy is going to be in the right dose? One of the things that I've been most distressed about is hearing from people within MAGA that one of the first priorities is to smash America's elite universities. And I will not be having any of that. The elite universities are in terrible disarray. But most of the people who are saying things like science is over, universities are over, this can all be done inside of startups, just to use a GoFundMe, et cetera, have no idea what they're talking about. They don't understand research universities. So one of the things that I'm trying to figure out is, how do you work with this group to get them out of the head where they've been targeted relentlessly, in my opinion, and unfairly, and that they will respond in positions of power potentially by lashing out at exactly what targeted them. And so in part, you have this dire situation, which is that many people want all gates unkept because they don't like the concept of gatekeepers, having had bad gatekeepers. They don't like journalists who have behaved unethically, engaging in what I've called campaigning while being a journalist. They don't like science because they feel that Anthony Fauci lied to them. And so they're going into a sort of a Hulk mentality where, when angered, the Hulk just smashes things. And that's terrifying, that you would take what is effectively the endowment of the United States and destroy it because it recently targeted you when it was under bad management.
When you look at Donald Trump Mark II already, I mean, I've known him a long time. I've spoken to him 5 or 6 times in recent weeks. I've got to say, I'm detecting he is a changed man. Not in every way, but the combination of surviving an assassination attempt and indeed surviving the second attempt, which could have been just as awful, plus the scale of his win and the lack of fury afterwards, unlike in 2016.
Okay, well, this was supposed to be about drones. I just scanned through this, and as you can see, if you can see, the rest of this is about, did you vote for Trump? And then, what would make America great again? None of the rest of this is about drones, okay? And, of course, I'm on too late. It's fucking 10 o'clock already. I was supposed to be off 30 minutes ago. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I guess we'll say what happens. Oh, hold on a second. We got Alex Stein is live.
Enjoyment.
So I see some haters in the chat. What the heck?
Why is there always some damn haters in here, guys? Why is it so damn negative all the time? What's wrong with you? All these people get in the chat room and always be negative. It's so damn annoying sometimes. You know what I mean? And I get it. Like, I guess I've been there when I was, down on my luck too. I think I said some negative stuff, but the haters are always going to hate. And I really don't mind it because, I love you guys and I appreciate all the support. I see Lynette in the chat. This is awesome. We love that. Thank you so much. We always appreciate that. And then we got Dark Match Steve. Okay, you're stream sniping. That's cool. Everybody go to Dark Match Steve's link and go room raid him. That'll be cool.
Oh shit!
Do that.
Damn.
Yes. So, oh wow, $5 super chat already with no Red Bar's watching. Merry Christmas. Yes, Red Bar is awesome. Red Bar is great. I think he played one of the fish tank clips, but he didn't play that much of it. I should have given him a better shout out because I know he's a fish tank fan. And I think, from what I heard, I think he was actually invited to.
Thank you, Stein. Goddamn. Thank you so much, dude.
Go be a part of Fish Tank. I don't know if he said that, but I think that was the rumor. I think I heard that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he said that, but I think there was a possibility. There was like somebody reached out to him or vice versa. So we see you guys. Yes, congrats on winning Best Troll in the Hackverse. Thank you. That is true. I did win that. That was great. I appreciate you guys for voting. I think there was over like 700 votes. And then Sasquatch said, yes, am I going to have Bert on the show? Yes, I'm going to have Bert on the show. Squatch, because you're on Twitter right now, make sure to tweet at Bert and tell him to come on. I haven't even messaged him yet, but we're going to get him on. So tweet at him to remind him. Then I'll hit him up this week. Let's see. Oh, I like this. Alex Stein, you deserve a Netflix special. See, this is the positive, high vibrational energy that a pimp on a blimp needs. And you guys need that. We got to spread that good vibrational energy, not that negativity that you guys be spreading sometimes. Okay, look, Squatch, you're on it. Thank you. Thank you, Squatch. Okay, Dark Match Steve, where is your channel? Let me try to, I know I'm subbed to you, I'm pretty sure. Dark Match Steve, we can watch him watch us. Let's see if we can pull this up. Where's your channel? Of course, it's not coming up. Search by channel. Oh, here it is. Okay, you are live. Hold on, let's do this. Present share screen.
Look at my background. Wait, is he about to post my? Is he about to pull my shit up?
Okay, there's Dark Match Steve watching me. Look at that, dude! Wow, we got a $10 super chat. Happy holidays, MF. Thank you, Heidi J, for the $10.
Look at my background. I got Nightmare Before Christmas, Stein. Look at that shit.
I know. What is that? That's a Christmas background.
Is he about to pull my shit up?
Okay, there's Dark Match Steve watching me. Look at that, dude. Wow, we got a $10 super chat. Happy holidays, MF. Thank you, Heidi J, for the $10. There's going to be a delay, but everybody needs to go to Dark Match Steve's.
Nightmare Before Christmas, Stein. Look at that shit.
Let's see. I know. What is that? That's a Christmas background.
Is he about to pull my shit up?
Okay, there's Dark Match Steve. I just posted the link to your channel. Everybody go raid his.
I got to mute it. Or shit. Yeah, we're in a fucking wormhole because he's posting my shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn. Thank you guys for coming to hang. Lynette, Truth is Unbreakable. What's up? What's up? Stop stream sniping. Look, I was just about to hop off. Oh, the chat rats are up in here. What's up, lovers? Thank you guys for coming to hang. Please hit the sub to my channel. I got deleted a few years ago. We're trying to build back better. We're trying to make my YouTube channel great again. So chat rats, lovers, please hit the subscribe button. We're struggling. We're fighting algorithms here. God damn, Stein. Thank you so fucking much. Stein is a fucking goddamn legend. Thank you. Subbed. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. DMS on Alex Stein. Yeah, that was fucking epic. God damn. God damn it. Thank you so much, Stein. Fucking pimp. Goddamn stud. All right, guys, I'm about to I really have to get off. I hate to do that when some people are hopping in here from Stein's channel. But just so you guys anybody from Stein's channel that's not familiar with my stuff, please go check out the rest of my channel. I'm going to pull up parody song. We're going to end my stream with one of my own homemade parody songs. And And then I'm going to go just watch Stein and hop in his chat and shit. Because I really do. I was supposed to be off of here like a while ago. Oh, fuck. All right, here's my pardon me. It's not too long. It's just a minute and a half here. Oh, shit. Unmute.
And I am satisfied that I'm not going to do anything. I said I abide by the jury decisions. And I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
Before the election, President Biden said he would not pardon his son Hunter, but last night he broke that pledge.
Yeah, Hunter Biden would have been sentenced this month on tax and gun crimes, but the president gave his son a full pardon.
A decade ago, I never thought I would be a crackhead on the verge of doing time in prison for felonies. But I guess that it comes with the territory of banging underage prostitutes and having them take selfies with me. I'm beginning to fear, without a good attorney, I'll be locked up sharing a cell with a January 6th Nazi. And they won't do but stuff to me. Pardon me while I smoke some crack cocaine. I bought a gun while high on drugs and got a good job in Ukraine. Pardon me, Daddy Joe. The shit stains on your hangs. Pardon me, pardon me. The Bidens have no shame.
You would wake up and be looking for crack and just smoke whatever was there?
I'm on my hands and knees, picking through rugs, smoking anything that even remotely resembled crack cocaine. I probably smoked Parmesan cheese.
All right, lovers. Please hit the subscribe button. Thank you, Alex Stein, again. We're gonna be reviewing. You guys know I like to review some of Alex Stein's content on here, so I fucking the respect is so fucking mutual. God damn it, Stein. I really do appreciate it. Chat rats, thank you for hanging with me for just a minute. Go back to Stein's channel. I'm gonna jump in there. I have to cook my dinner and get ready for bed, but I'll be in Stein's chat. Everybody that's watching, if you can stay on and hang with us, let's go over to the Stein channel and give them some love back, for real. All right, guys, thank you so much for the support. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to end it with a little bit of, I do my own fucking royalty-free tracks, too, any new people around here. It's very impressive. Here's the Fat Pig's favorite one. He's one of my lovers, and I normally end with his favorite track here. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you in Stein's chat, and then I'll be back on stream tomorrow around 7:30, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So I love you guys. See you later. Mwah.